You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Well, that was quite literally music to our ears. If you're a high school football fan, the news is very good because that intro tells us that high school football is back on the Gulf Coast, as are we for the next 10 weeks. It's Friday Night Rivals. We'll be bringing you all the action from our game of the week. Tonight, it's Fort Walton Beach at Navarre. My name is Christian Garman, back this year with the play-by-play, and of course, the perennial favorite, Mr. Jeff Price, has the analyses all season long. Jeff, welcome back.
Oh, it's great to be back.
It is.
I mean, look, just for a few hours, let's forget about what's going on with COVID-19 right now. Let's forget about Hurricane Ida, and let's have some good old football here on the beautiful Gulf Coast. Well,
you know, week one, before anything is done, is always great because everybody is 0-0. Everybody thinks this is our year. We don't have a losing season yet, and that's the case. So tonight we've got Fort Walton Beach at Navarre. How's Fort Walton Beach looking? They got a shot at a good season?
Well, stat for you. You know I always bring the stats. These two haven't played since 2016. Didn't work out so well for Fort Walton Beach. They got beat down 48-6.
Oh, wow.
For Fort Walton Beach, they haven't had a winning season since 2012. So, hey, it all starts here tonight.
Well, could be the case. Now, Navarre, on the other hand, has a whole lot of winning seasons. How are they looking?
Yeah, they haven't had a losing season since 2009, and I don't think that's going to change this year, especially not starting out at home.
So clearly you're feeling real good about Navarre's chances tonight. So let's get to the Northwest Florida State College keys to the game. And let's start with Fort Walton Beach, who I think it's obvious you think probably is going to have an uphill climb tonight. What do they need to do to win?
They got a lot to prove. I mean, they've been on the cusp of some winning, but they haven't done it. And it starts with TJ Scioli, the quarterback, the senior quarterback, got a big arm. But can he pull the upset at home? They have to have everything go in their favor. They have to be ready tonight because, again, Navarre at home is always tough no matter who's across the sidelines.
All right, so for Navarre, what are their keys to victory?
I really think Kyle Chambers, when we look at the offense, they always have a great quarterback. Courtney was the quarterback last year. We know they always have – Jay Wallace has a stable of running backs. They're going to want to run the football. But something to look out for is the other side of the ball, defense. A lot of new faces, a lot of new places. Are they going to revamp that defense from how good they were last year? We'll see.
Could be an opportunity for Fort Walton Beach to take advantage of a younger defense. So, finally, folks, we've been talking about it for months. I can't wait till football's back. I can't wait till football's back. Well, guess what? Football is back. And in just about 2 minutes, we've got the kickoff. We are back. We are live, and we're so glad you are with us. Moments ago, the coin toss. Navarre won the toss. They deferred, so Fort Walton Beach will be on the receiving end of the kickoff, this beginning of high school football. And Jeff, as we look in the backfield there for Fort Walton Beach on the receiving side, they've got Nicholas McTeer back there along with Parker Hill. If McTeer gets his hands on the ball, he may take off, right?
Yeah, there he is right there, number 24, Nicholas McTeer. Why does that, prominent? Well, he's the nephew of world-famous sprinter Houston McTeer. So how about that?
Yeah.
A little history for you.
Right off the bat, thanks to Mr. Dan Shugart for that terrific piece of information. So we'll get a chance to see if McTeer gets his hands on the ball. And again, the other guy back there is Parker Hill, who's a senior. And folks, here we go.
Boy, the crowd is already ripe and ready.
Who isn't, man? Oh, but it looks like the ball fell off the tee. So,
how anticlimactic to start it off.
A bit of a deflating start here. That's perfect. Off in the distance, Jeff, while we're waiting, saw some lightning, but hopefully far enough away it's not going to cause any problems for us.
Hey, you're the meteorologist. You tell me.
I didn't check the radar. Just saw it with my eyes. Here we go. Looks like McTeer will not get it. That's going to be Hill. Fields it at about the 11, kids at 4 yards, and that's good coverage from Navarre, and that's where Fort Walton Beach will start their drive. And Jeff, what do you think we're going to see here from Fort Walton Beach with TJ Scioli, the 12th grade quarterback?
Oh, we got our starting lineups right here.
Oh, there we go.
Fort Walton Beach on offense, Logan Can, Cole Hutchison, Mr. Shelton, Humes up there up front, as well as Mr. McKenzie at quarterback. TJ Scioli, we'll say his name a bunch. Mr. Ramsey at running back. Cedric Farrable, he's a monster. And Parker Hill at the receiver position. But I'm telling you right now, Mr. Scioli, he's got to get the ball out quick. He's got to be able to use his legs because this defense, I feel, is, boy, they look so fast. I expect them to always have that speed around the edges. So we'll see what happens.
There we go. First play is going to be a run and stuck in the backfield and going nowhere fast. Big time coverage there from Navarre, and that did not work out too well. That was number 27 there. Here's the starting lineup for Navarre, who looks so good right there. By the way, starting lineup's brought to you by Pete Moore, and we thank you for that. Lemmy Wilson, that's Lavron McKinney, Keono Moso, Sebastian Melendez, Devin Wright, Christian Caballero, Jaden Moon, Maurice Deuce, Ned, you talked about him earlier, Hunter Crowder, Terrence Marshall, and Derek Percival, another guy whose name we're going to be saying a whole lot. Quarterback keeper there, good for a few, but it's going to be 3rd and about 6, it looks like.
Yeah, we see Sayoli use his legs right there and run a little quarterback draw. They run the zone read, run it up the middle, trying to find a little zone here. I'm telling you what, that was a good run, though, after the first down play when we got 3rd and manageable. But I'm telling you, for Fort Walton Beach, they need this first down big time.
Yeah, more like I said 3rd and 6. I'd say closer to 3rd and 4, maybe 3rd and 5. So, like you said, you'd hate to start your season on a 3 and out. And Navarre would love to force Fort Walton Beach into that position. We're going to see right now. Going to be another run, and don't think he's going to get it. Might have picked up a few, but looks like he's about a yard shy, and most likely Navarre is going to be punting here on their first drive.
Would be a bold move to go for it.
Yeah, it would.
Here at the 25.
Be a bold move.
And here comes the punt team.
Yeah, that was Nathaniel Ramsey on the carry, but didn't get quite enough. Came up about a yard short, and so as we suspected, Navarre able to get what they were looking for.
Well, for Fort Walton Beach, and look, Coach Petrie was trying to feel out that defense. That's probably what that was all about. He wanted to see how they were going to react, how they were going to line up to his offensive set. So I expect a little bit different out of Fort Walton Beach next time around.
And we mentioned Percival, and we'll say his name a lot. He is back to return this punt. Low snap, but well handled. Gets
With
the
a
punt away.
knuckleball.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yep, great punt. Percival will not have a chance to get his hands on it. About the 37-yard line is where Navarre is going to start their drive. So you talked about Chase Richardson, you talked about Sebastian Melendez when you and I were getting ready, but as you said, it all comes down, you think, to Kyle Chambers. And you mentioned, Navarre, a history of really strong quarterbacks.
They have always had some really good quarterbacks, and they've had a stable of running backs every single year. I don't expect this to be any different. But again, Kyle Chambers at the quarterback position. You see it right here on the Navarre offense. On the offensive line, Newman, Cunningham, Mraz, Joyner, Pollard. That's a good offensive line. Mr. Chambers at quarterback, Melendez at the running back position, Chase Richardson at tight end, Marshall, and the host of receivers for this Navarre Raiders team.
Starting lineup brought to you by Pete Moore. First play from scrimmage is going to be a pass out wide. Percival catches. Not going anywhere with it, though. Maybe picks up a yard. Maybe ends up losing a couple of yards.
Yeah, you see a little receiver screen right there. Get his receivers out front to block for him. But again, good job by Fort Walton Beach. Hey, listen, this Fort Walton Beach team is tired of being picked on. And, hey, no better than to go ahead and make a statement for this Gulf Coast area to go here to Navarre tonight on opening night. I know they play the Jamboree game, but on opening night and take them down. So far, so good.
Looks like Melendez in the backfield there with Chambers, and he's going to get the ball here. Maybe pick up a couple. So it's going to be 3rd down, and I'd say 7. And now Fort Walton Beach has a chance, as you said, to kind of make a statement and let Navarre know, hey, we're here to play too, man. Forget the past. We're 0-0, as we said off the top. Everybody's undefeated right now.
Yeah, the defensive line for Fort Walton Beach, not the biggest front right there. They only go 3-man front. Looks like they run a 3-3-5 right here with the going wide. But, boy, they're quick. They're trying to shoot those gaps. And I tell you what, big 3rd down for them.
Chambers rolling out, had some pressure. Gets hit, completes the pass, but not nearly enough. Picks up about a yard, and sure enough, it'll be 4th and 5. So well done from the Fort Walton Beach defense. Put some pressure on Chambers there and able to get the stop.
Yeah, the junior, Mr. Liam Dorman, coming up and laying the wood to the quarterback. That was key because I tell you what, made him get rid of the football maybe a little sooner than he wanted to and try to let that play develop. But, hey, great job by both defenses to start.
So Parker Hill now back to receive the punt. Senior with some speed. It's a low kick, but it looks good. Gives Parker a chance. Oh, and he botches it.
No.
Oh, my goodness. What a break that they're able to recover that. That did not go well. A heads-up play there.
Mr. Caden Knight.
Caden Knight, the hero right now, because, by the way, the rain has started. Did you see that? It's raining.
I did not. Now I do.
Yeah, our crew out there is like, yeah, we knew it. Yeah, so sure enough, Rain has begun, and we've got the instant replay here. Watch this. So Hill trying to make something happen and just doesn't catch it first, but man, big play there. And that's Heat and Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric bringing us that instant replay. All right, here we go. In the rain now, 1st and 10.
Do you dare try to throw the football in the rain? That's a bigger question right now.
Flags on the play, maybe a false start here. What'd you see, Jeff? Anything?
Looked like a false start.
All righty.
You know I like my encroachment penalties too, though.
I
but
do.
That was not encroachment. Boy, the rain could really be a big factor in this game. I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
It makes well, especially for Walton Beach, if they already don't like to throw the football a ton, it makes them one-dimensional. Good luck.
And that was a false start, loss of 5. So now 1st and 15 for Walton Beach is backed way up now on their own 19-yard line. Check that, 14-yard line, sorry. And so Uli's going to keep it. Ooh, gosh. A little up and under there. Picks up a couple, though. 2nd down now.
Yeah, up and under's right. He got the old up and under.
Exactly.
Yeah, that you see right there for Walton Beach, Coach Beachy, they're trying to get Sayuli out in some space. He is a fantastic athlete, but boy, Navarre just got too much speed on the edges.
All right, so 2nd down and 11 now for Fort Walton Beach. And Sayuli out of the shotgun, and he's going to throw it in the rain, as you said. He just can't find his man, but he sure enough unleashes way downfield, overthrows it, but a flag on the play.
Wow.
Looks like perhaps a pass interference here. Sayuli buys himself some time, is able to hurl it downfield, and the rain is coming down heavier now.
If this is a pass interference, which it looks to be, I really just don't see it. I don't.
Well, I'm with you. It also looked uncatchable. Looked like it was perhaps way over his head. The instant replay there again from Heat and Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. And it is, dare I say, pouring at this point.
Yep, pass interference, automatic 1st down. Boy, oh boy, that's a big break for Walton Beach.
Yeah.
I mean, again, hey, look, the refs, he saw what he saw. I did not see it there. I'll tell you how it is.
Having to dry off my computer here.
He saw Sayuli's arm, too. So, hey, look, the crowd. Boy, it's just getting louder. The harder it rains, they're just getting louder up here.
It is truly pouring at this point. 1st and 10 based on that pass interference as we're about midway through quarter number 1.
Oh, they're clearing the field.
Looks like an official's timeout. Not sure if this has anything to do with weather or just the typical timeout you'd see midway through. But we are going to take our first break of the season here. It's Friday Night Rivals on WFGX.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
And we're back in the pouring rain at this point, South Santa Rosa County. For Walton Beach at Navarre early on here, and the rain started just after kickoff, and it's really going now. Run up the middle there, picks up 2 or 3. Crowd is not leaving though, Jeff. They're sticking in their spots. I wouldn't have been surprised if they hit the road.
You pay the $8, you get your money's worth.
Exactly.
To be honest with you, they're just, I mean, you're right. There's been some that got up, but the majority are just hanging out. The student section loves it.
I remember those days. Things have changed.
All the students cheering for you?
Yeah, no, I don't remember those days. 2nd and 7. Oh, a low snap there, but Sayuli able to handle it. Not going to be able to do much with it, though. In fact, I'd say he just manages to not lose a yard. So now 3rd and 6.
Boy, can't believe they're not throwing the football right now. Now's when you get them. Now's when you strike.
Well, they, look, a couple minutes ago they did. Went way downfield, got that pass interference call. 3rd down and about 6. All right, so here's the good news. The rain is a little lighter than it was 3 minutes ago. We'll take it.
Boy, Mr. Positivity.
Well, glass is half full.
It. Yeah, full of water.
That's good. Look at old Jeffrey Price in mid-season form.
A 3rd manageable. Let's see what they. Oh, no.
Might be another false start. Oh, no, I think it's a timeout.
Yeah,
maybe.
it looks like a timeout.
Yeah, so
It's like Coach Walls wanted a timeout.
So we're going to keep it right here. And 3rd down and 5. Jeff, you know, this is not the only game. Hey, the Rangers just about stopped. That's not the only game in town. The Northwest Florida State College Sports Desk will be open all night and all season. Hate to put you on the spot, but any early scores out there?
I got Crestview over Milton on the road, 7-0 in the first quarter. Northview and Flomaton, boy, what a battle that'll be right there, the border battle. 7-6 Northview right now in the second quarter. And I've got Booker T. Washington playing University Christian out of Jacksonville, tied at 7, and South Walton up big on Jay, 28-0. By the way, for the game that was yesterday, Choctaw pulling the upset on the road at Pace.
Yeah, that shocked some people, didn't it?
Man, especially after the season Choctaw had. How about it?
All right, we're back. We're ready. 3rd down and 6. Fort Walton Beach trying to convert here. Other than the pass interference, we haven't seen a first down tonight. Sayuli's going to throw.
Here we go.
And he's going downfield again, and he's got a man open, too.
Oh, my goodness, at the hit.
You know, that's a perfectly timed hit. That's
goodness.
well done.
Hunter Crowder, the senior DB, coming up with this Johnny on the spot hit. My goodness.
Woo, Crowder. I'll tell you what, Jeff. Here we go.
Here's
Let's see the replay.
and air conditioning instant
Look
replay.
at the timing of this play.
Great
Left side of the
job
screen.
playing the safety position. Watch, it's perfectly
Woo!
timed.
Actually, Jeff, he may have gotten there early.
Well, you know, I mean, we had a pass interference penalty that wasn't, or it was called that maybe shouldn't have been, and then, well, now everything's all evened out.
I'm not positive that was perfectly timed.
I don't think Mr. McTier would agree with
I
that,
think
but
you're right. All right, so now 4th down and 5, and once again, Fort Walton Beach will be punting, and Percival is going to be back there to return for Navarre. Another low snap. We've seen that a lot.
good punt.
Heck yeah, in the rain, great punt. Percival will get his chance, though. A little bit of a gap here. A fine return all the way out to about the 39-yard line. So that's the, and here's a late flag. Could be a celebration situation. A very late flag comes flying in from about 20 yards away from the action.
I'm not sure, but Mr. Sayoli for Fort Walton Beach got up. Yep, and I think he took a late hit. He was the one that took the brunt of it from the Raiders right there.
Really? Is that going to mean that Fort Walton Beach is going to get to keep the ball?
No, that'll be after the play.
Okay.
A lot of pointing.
As you can see, just under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. So a very big return there and a little bit of momentum briefly for Navarre, completely negated with that late hit. And now all the way back at the 25-yard line. See if we can spot it here. Percival had a great move.
Yeah, it was a great job. Let's see, right there. There it is.
That's a really late hit. That's not okay. Great call by the official.
No sense of that.
Nope. If Coach Wall sees that video, that's not going to be ideal on Monday or Tuesday.
No. Be some bear crawls or some kind of punishment.
All right, here we go. Chambers out of the shotgun. That's going to be a handoff, but nothing gained. And again, just taken out of bounds there. So
boy, great job by Cedric Farrow, the senior, coming up with a tackle, wrapping up.
Chris DeCourt on the carry, but if anything, he lost a yard. Maybe able to maintain the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 2nd down and 2.
No surprise, Coach Ball's running his normal offense. Motion. There's motion everywhere. We've got guards pulling, tackles pulling.
Well, and like you said,
everywhere.
Winning seasons since 2009.
Hey, go for it.
If it ain't broke, right? Another run. This time, Chambers is going to keep it. And, hey, the Fort Walton Beach defense is looking strong.
They are scrappy. I'm telling you, they're not the biggest bunch. And I watched them walking into the stadium, and I was looking, because we get to see all these teams. And they're, really, they're playing 6A football. They're not the biggest guys. But I tell you what, I've been impressed. They are playing their positions. They are playing their gaps, and they're making it really tough on this Navarre offensive line. And, look, we know Navarre has always had some really good guys up front.
All right, so 3rd and 10 now.
He's going to throw it.
Chambers is going to try and throw.
He's
in trouble from behind. And
there it is.
He is taken down. Great pursuit once again from that Fort Walton Beach defense. And It's going to be 4th down, and Navarre will be punting.
Again, Liam Dorman, number 99 right there coming up. And also Jaden Simmons helping out. Boy, I've been thoroughly impressed so far. I know it's early in the first quarter, but this group is quick up front running that 3-3-5.
Absolutely. They're looking strong. So looks like Parker Hill back at the 40-yard line, set to receive this punt. It's Percival. Oh, nearly blocked. Percival is able to get it off. And that's just going to lose its steam at the 43-yard line, and that's where Fort Walton Beach will take over. So very good field position for the Vikings.
Yeah, absolutely. This is it's starting to work in their favor. Fort Walton Beach, they're only going to have so many opportunities, especially, I tell you what, maybe not. Maybe we were completely wrong. Fort Walton Beach, they're just defensively. I know, but
can we? You said we.
You were about this. No, you just claimed to not know.
Man,
the conversations before the game, if we could just tape
I have sold
those.
you out any quicker.
Wait a minute. No, Fort Walton Beach, I tell you what, who's going to complete the first pass? Like true completion of a pass down the field. Oh, that's really, I think, maybe the winner in this game. We could possibly see a 7-0 ball game.
Hey,
I mean, that may be a final with these wet conditions.
The rain it looks like either stopped or it's very, very light. So for a couple of minutes there it was pouring. That's no longer the case, thankfully. Looks like we've got
some whistles blowing. Not sure what's going on.
There we go. Delay of game.
Delay of game.
Looks like so. That's going to cost Fort Walton Beach. So moments ago, Navarre has pretty good field position. The late hit cost them about 25 yards, and now Fort Walton Beach, although they only lose 5, it'll be 1st and 15.
Navarre's crowding that box. Mr. McTier.
This little in around here. There he goes.
There's the speed.
Yep, off to the races he goes. That's a big gainer. Not quite a first down, but a pickup of about 8 yards. And about the most productive play, Jeff, that we've seen on either side tonight.
Well, it's the first time we've been able to see Fort Walton Beach get outside the tackles. I mean, Navarre's done such a good job containing everything inside. That's the first time, and you can hurt them right there, so maybe we'll see McTier get the ball some more.
And that's a 12-yard run, which is very helpful. Remember, it was 1st and 15, so now it's 2nd and 3. That's well done.
Looks like Caden Knight in at running back for the Vikings.
And this time they're just going to go right up the middle, as you said, to Mr. Knight, and that's going to be a first down. There we go. So that's Pensacola State College bringing us that 1st and 10, and that's the first time we've had a chance to say that tonight because, again, it's been a whole lot of 3 and outs, but not this time around, as Fort Walton Beach has crossed midfield now at the 45-yard line of Navarre with 2:12 left in quarter number 1. Knight once again back there with Seoli. And once again going to get the call. This time doesn't get much, if anything, maybe a yard.
No, Navarre righted the ship right there. And I'm telling you, once again, Fort Walton Beach has got to find a way to start running outside the tackles. I think that's what the bread and butter is going to be for them. Because Navarre's just too good inside. They're stacking the box. They're daring you to go outside. They're daring you to throw the football. But obviously with the wet conditions, why not? So interested to see what play call they're going to have here on 2nd and long.
Seoli just staying in the shotgun pretty much all night. And boy, there was a mix-up there. Jeff, it looked like he wanted to hand it off, and it didn't look like the running back wanted to take it.
Well, I think you got to credit the Navarre defense right there. I think it was a zone read. They've run the zone read play a few times tonight, but Mr. Moso right there blew it up, and Forrest basically said, you know what, neither one of you going anywhere. Watch this. Boom. Somebody missed an assignment. We even saw number 40, which is Mr. Jaden Moon in there. Boy, it was all hands on deck to the Navarre Raiders.
3rd down now and about 14, long yardage, and we may have another opportunity to see Seoli's big arm, which he does have. He's hurled it downfield. Yeah, no doubt.
just go downfield.
It looked like he was doing the classic lick your finger and hold it up to judge the wind.
Uh-oh.
He's going to keep it, not going to get anywhere near a first down. Does get back to the original line of scrimmage, so it's going to be now 4th and 10.
Yeah, you look, you're a bit in no man's land, but do you go for it?
Yeah, it's a
Do you
good
send your
question.
punt team? Looks like the punt team's coming on out.
Yeah, you punt here, you got a shot to really pin Navarre back.
Well, your defense has played phenomenal, so
Yeah.
right now this is what you want.
Yep, and I think that's what Coach Petrie is thinking as well.
What is Christian Garmin thinking? What's the Christian Garmin
He
play
agrees
call?
with Coach Petrie. He's,
Smart man.
yeah, he doesn't have much of a take on what they should do.
Boy, beautiful punt.
Sure is. Another
My
great
goodness.
one. But into the end zone. So just a little too much.
Hey, I tell you, the returner right there for Navarre fooled him.
He did.
He fooled him.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah. Said he's going to catch it at the 10. Nope.
He had 3 Vikings standing right next to him, and the ball goes over his head.
It's well done.
That's just great acting. Somebody get that man.
So Navarre will come back out now, and they're going to take it over here at the 20 with about 20 seconds left here in the first quarter, 19.2 to be precise. Chambers also out of the shotgun. I'm going to try and run it up the middle. A bit of a hole here. And that's a nice gainer of about 5. And that's a big play there for Navarre. One of the first big ones they've had. That's Chris DeCourt once again on the carry.
DeCourt had a pretty good game last week when they were playing against West Florida Tech. And by the way, the last few minutes in that game, 21 points within 2 minutes.
Wow.
So we know Navarre can score some points.
So a gain of 9 is how quarter number 1 will end. As you can see, the team's heading off. We will do the very same. It's Friday Night Rivals, week number 1. So glad you're with us. When we come back, quarter number 2.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We are back. It's Friday Night Rivals. A scoreless first quarter is under the books now, and we're ready to move on. So Navarre now working the other way, has 2nd and 1. Fort Walton Beach's defense has looked terrific so far. Chambers once again out of the shotgun. Once again, they're going to run up the middle. And this time a big gain. Biggest play of the night, I think, for Navarre. That gets him out to the 40-yard line. And that's DeCourt once again, who's holding DeCourt tonight, I'd say, Jim.
Look at you.
It was just a matter of time.
I mean, you just got to get comfortable, get it flowing. Mid-season form, look at you.
All right, so the big 10-yard run there from DeCourt. 1st and 10 now. And in motion, sure enough, here he comes. And all of a sudden, Navarre looking good. That's Jaden Reese.
Yep, Mr. Jaden Reese, again, the wide receiver, doing a little, sweep across. We've seen Mr. Jay Walls use just about everybody he has at the receiver position, put him in motion. He's a lot about motions. He's a lot about mixing things up. You never know where it's going to come from, and a lot of times he can run that fake off of that and quarterback draw.
So a 10-yard gain, then an 11-yard gain, and now 1st and 10 once again. That brought to you by Pensacola State College. This time, nothing doing for DeCourt, who might have picked up a few, but not the 10 or 11-yard gains we've become accustomed to over the last few possessions.
So you're not impressed with his 6-yard gain?
I mean, because we've gotten spoiled with those 10 and 11s.
Okay, fair enough.
6 feels like nothing. Feels like they're settling.
You're just, yeah, if he got anything, but 6 yards.
If he got anything, 6-ish. Oh, that's some.
You knew it was coming eventually.
Yeah, there's some movement for sure. Looks like that's probably going to go against Fort Walton Beach. We'll have to wait and get it confirmed.
There it is.
There it is, the encroachment. And
now the season has begun.
That helps Navarre now inside the 40-yard line.
Well, let's see if Navarre can keep it going. They're starting to catch their flow a little bit.
And here comes McCord again, who might have picked up a couple there. He's getting a workout here in the last few minutes.
By the way, we're seeing Hunter Feaster come in at quarterback, the sophomore, number 11.
Good catch.
Sneaking him in there.
Didn't notice that. Feast or famine?
Oh, well, there he is.
Come on.
Folks, it's got to be a pleasure to listen to Mr. Christian Garman.
It's a real pleasure. 2nd down and 10. 8. 2nd down and 8. Here comes.
Uh-oh.
That's well done. That's, I don't think, going to be enough for the first for the court, but it's another big gain, and it's going to be 3rd and short, it looks like. Let's confirm he didn't get the first.
I think he did.
Did he? It's close.
The referee on the far side of the field by the sticks. Yep,
right,
they're waving them on.
Okay. So this definitely the most prolific drive we've seen of the night on either side, and as you said, Navarre coming alive just a little bit here.
No passes, by the way. Just running the football.
That's right. It's another first down brought to you by Pensacola State College. And I think we've got another encroachment here, Jeff.
Boy, oh boy.
Yes, we do. So Fort Walton Beach is hurting themselves a little bit on this one. That's the 2nd encroachment penalty in the last 4 plays.
Trying to rotate some guys through. Again, for Walton Beach, they got a lot of players over there, but not a whole lot of depth.
2nd down and 5, down at about the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Over the middle, it's too high.
Oh,
Picked
boy,
off.
here we go.
That pass gets away from him. And
Buckle
we've got
up.
a big return here.
Buckle
he may
up,
go
baby.
all the way.
Take
Folks,
it.
He's got a shot. A huge return from Fort Walton Beach. Touchdown, incredible.
Parker Hill, Mr. Johnny on the spot. How about that? Hunter Feaster goes to throw over the middle.
And throws way over the head of his target. And a huge play and an enormous turn there. Parker Hill, remember, we knew he had speed. He's the punt returner for Fort Walton Beach. And here it is again. The throw is way high. That's caught down at about the 5.
And look at Hunter Feaster tries to chase him down. Can't. Look at the blocking downfield, by the way. Great job by him. You don't see him in the camera. There we go. There's one.
Incredible play there.
Boy, you talk about taking all the momentum away from
exactly right. Incredible there. All right, so now Fort Walton Beach finds himself in a position of kicking an extra point here.
Uh-oh. Get on the football.
Snap gets
Just
away.
get on it.
And that is where that play will come to an end. So the fireworks all of a sudden with the huge touchdown interception and then the botched extra point lands us at 6-0. And we're going to take a break, folks. Catch our breath here for just a moment. Friday Night Rivals, current score, Fort Walton Beach 6, Navarre 0.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
And we're back, and Fort Walton Beach is leading 6-0 after the 95-yard touchdown interception. Incredible there just moments ago. Real excitement. Parker Hill, the hero of the moment if you're a Fort Walton Beach fan. And so Navarre, who was moving the ball nicely, is going to get another opportunity to get their offense out on the field. Terrence Marshall is back to receive. Excuse me, as is Derek Percival.
How about Mr. Derek Diamond?
Derek Diamond right here.
The famous Derek Diamond.
Stats for us, that's right. Ian Scannell, the kick man for Fort Walton Beach. And that's going to be well short. Wasn't sure what to do when he caught it.
Now what?
And about a 10-yard return there. That's number 5, Devin Wright.
Boy, Devin Wright will play a mean linebacker too. He ain't catching the football. He is an athlete.
All right, so we'll see if Navarre can kind of rebound here. I mean, again, Jeff, obviously the interception was a disaster for the Raiders, but up until that moment, they were looking real strong and moving it.
Interested, yep, Kyle Chambers coming back out. I was wondering if, maybe he was hurt. I was checking the sideline.
I was curious.
But I think Coach Jay Walls is just trying something a little bit different with Hunter Feaster in there. But
and
for Feaster, you hate it. He threw a bad pick.
That was a rough moment, no doubt.
Gonna put the senior back in there. Let's see if he can change it up a little bit.
1st and 10 here. 36, 37 yard line. High snap.
Oh, boy.
Chambers able to get it and actually does a pretty good job of getting back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think he picked up a yard, but I'm not sure that he lost anything, which feels like a bargain.
Yeah, he may have picked up, looks like half a yard to a yard right there.
That's well done.
Yeah,
given the circumstance of that snap.
4 yards in the backfield, a bad snap.
Yeah. All right, so second down, like you said, about 9. He's going to roll out this time. And pick.
Ooh, boy. Goodness gracious.
That's Percival on the catch. I swear I thought that was 6 the other way, but instead it's a huge gain for Navarre. And another Pensacola State College 1st and 10. Boy, that was close, Jeff.
Hey, I tell you what, the concentration for Derek Percival, even better throw from Mr. Chambers. But Jaden Simmons is going to watch this in the film room tomorrow and go, how did I not pick this ball off? Yeah. He was so close.
It's a 19-yard gainer. And this time, Chambers keeps it himself, gets a few. And they've well crossed midfield down now to around the 41-yard line.
Tell you what, the offensive line for Navarre's got a little bit different of an attitude, though. They're starting to get downfield. They're starting to block at the second level. That's the difference. That's why we're seeing these big runs.
Yeah, the last few minutes it looked real good for Navarre, other than the 95-yard pick, which was a bit of a bummer, I think, if you're a Navarre fan.
Mr. Positivity.
Another high snap. Nice little sweep there, and it's going to be
Chris DeCourt.
Yeah, DeCourt again. Nice game there. It's going to be 3rd down and short, about 3.
DeCourt's a good-looking little back.
Yeah.
Again, they've got a couple backs back there, and you know Jay Walls, he never starts the season unless he's probably got about 6 or 7 sitting there in his back pocket.
DeCourt is a senior here. 3rd down, and like I said, short 3. And DeCourt's going to get it again, and he's going to get the 1st down.
Well, just look at the offensive line and the holes. You could drive a Mack truck through these holes. My goodness.
So that's a 1st and 10 once again from Pensacola State College, one of the many sponsors that we're so glad to be joined up with this year on Friday Night Rivals. By the way, of course, Dan Shugart back at the home base for WEAR, getting ready to show you all the action from all over the Gulf Coast. It's Prep Football Final tonight at 11 o'clock on Channel 3. It will be great, as it always is. So don't forget to catch Dan Shugart and the team. And Jeff, why don't we go to the sports desk? You got any scores for us?
I got some for you. Crestview still up on Milton 7-6 in the second quarter. Milton hosting that game right there. University Christian pulling away from Booker T. Washington 22-7. Northview and Flowenton 14-14 in the second quarter.
Looks like we've got a water break on the field, so let's take a quick break ourselves, and we'll be right back.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We are back. Good evening. So glad to have you with us here for Friday Night Rivals. And Jeff, moments ago, we were given the Northwest Florida State College sports desk with some other scores. You got anything else?
Yeah, again, right before we have Northview and Flowenton tied at 14. Right now, I got no score for Catholic and Gulf Breeze, and Jay is down 42-0 in half to South Walton.
Wow.
Not the way you want to start.
No. All right, 1st and 10 here. And this time coming out this way. And
he fumbled it.
But picks up his own ball, I think.
Yeah, he did. He got it back right there. Jaden Reese fumbled it, the receiver, but boy, lucky to get that one back.
Sure
is.
You're
talking about momentum again.
Well, that's the second time tonight the ball's ended up on the ground, and whoever dropped it was able to either get it themselves or have someone on their team pick it up quickly. So near disaster twice avoided.
See if Mr. Chambers is going to throw right here. Looks like we got a timeout by Fort Walton Beach.
Caught a little off guard there. They want to talk about it. That's okay. You know, Jeff, while we've got a moment, why don't we note that, of course, later in the game, we're going to have our player of the game. That brought to you by Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, and our play of the game from Closets by Design. And at this moment in time, Jeff, I think we know what the play of the game is.
Yeah, the only offense we had.
Yeah, that's
our only offense we had was defense. How about that?
Well, and it was a heck of a play, and it may well end up being the play of the game. So here's that replay for you. You're going to see that ball hits the ground, but right back in his arms. What a break that was. Incredible.
Mr. Parker Hill stripping it away.
Yeah, seriously. Parker Hill having a night.
Well, next week we'll go ahead and talk about these two teams here. Well, for Navarre, they'll be right back here at home playing Easton High School in New Orleans, Louisiana. Obviously, our prayers go out to them, hopefully, with Hurricane Ida out there. Goodness gracious. And, well, for Walton Beach, they'll be in Crestview.
All right, we're ready for the action now. It's 2nd down and 4. Navarre on the move here. Kyle Chambers going to hand it off up the middle here once again.
Look at
and
this.
That's another big hole for Sebastian Melendez all the way down to the 5, and that's the Synovus red zone. First time we've said that tonight. So, you know, Jeff, the interception obviously hurt big, but other than that, the last 2 possessions for Navarre, seemingly they've done whatever they want. That was a 21-yard run from Melendez.
Yeah, you know, I thought that the Walton Beach defense up front was just getting a little tired. Again, they don't have too many guys to rotate out there, but this offensive line has just, boy, I don't know, somebody lit a fire. Coach Walls or his staff, somebody did, because these guys are out here just blowing guys off the ball.
No doubt. So it's 1st and goal now from about the 5-yard line. And why not?
Well, right when I said it.
Hands it right back off to Melendez. This time he's not able to do much with it after the 19-yard gain moments ago. So looks like he might have even lost a couple. 2nd down, and sure enough, yeah, the man with the yard marker is coming backwards, and from Peden, here's your replay. Stuck.
Great job for Walton Beach defensive line. I just talked about them. They must have heard me because made me eat my words very quickly, including Mr. Jason Johnson out there for 48.
So 2nd and goal from right at about the 8-yard line with under 5 to play now here in the first half. Chambers going to roll out. Got his man. Oh, and through his arms. Oh, mercy. You got to make that catch. Not able to do it. That
Devin
was
Wright.
Yeah, Devin Wright just not able to pull it in. Not sure he was going to do a whole lot with it had he caught it, Jeff. They were all over him, but that hit him right in the numbers.
Yeah, Kyle Chambers takes a shot, and Devin Wright, man, it's almost like he heard footsteps. That's just the way it seemed.
Yeah. All
here
right,
we
so
go.
3rd and goal now.
Big 3rd and goal for Navarre.
Right.
I think here it's 4-down territory regardless.
Taylor Gardner does the field goal kicking for Navarre, so see if he gets an opportunity if it comes up. Right now, Navarre would love to put it in for 6. Might have some movement here. Let's see. Delay of game.
Wow.
Costly penalty there. And it's now going to be 3rd and goal from much farther away, all the way back now at about the 13-yard line. So Navarre had 1st and goal from the 5, now 3rd and goal from the 13.
Uh-oh.
Little trickery here.
Reverse.
And we've got
Here
ourselves
we go.
a window. Able to get back to about the original line of scrimmage there. It does not get in the end zone. That was number 13, Devin Rote with the carry. No.
It was number 8, Jaden
Sorry.
Reese, I believe.
I was looking at the monitor. I could tell right away. I was like, I don't know. It's one of the most fun things up here in the booth is when I say something, I look at you, and your face tells me if it was a good thing or a bad thing. They are going to kick that field goal.
Well, let's see if they can get it done. Boy, for Walton Beach, look at them overloading that side right there. You better be careful of a fake.
It's Taylor Gardner, but some whistles once again. Let's see what's going on here. 3:16 to go. Yep, looks like another timeout on the field.
Navarre.
So, yeah, Navarre wants to talk about it. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, is Navarre going to stick with a field goal, or are they going to try and go for it? Stay with us, folks.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Okay, we're back, and there are lines for goodies, no doubt about that. We talk about it every time we come to Navarre, Jeff. They have a wonderful concession stand. Fried Oreos?
Fried Oreos.
Love
Absolutely.
it. Love it. Sounds like fair food to me. All right, 4th down, and once again, Navarre is going to stick with the plan here and try to get 3 out of this thing. Taylor Gardner will be kicking. About a 22-yard attempt. Low snap, low kick,
Nope.
no good.
No.
And Fort Walton Beach is going to get out of here giving up no points.
Wow.
So, Jeff, now for the entirety of the second quarter, we've seen Navarre's offense look really good. They have nothing to show for it other than giving up a 95-yard touchdown interception, and they trail by 6.
And credit for Walton Beach on defense.
Yeah, that's deflating. If you're Navarre, you got to be thinking, what's going on here? We're moving it up and down the field.
The old bend but don't break defense. That's what we saw out of Fort Walton Beach right there. It's hey, look, you force them into some opportunities right there, and for Navarre, they haven't come through. I mean, hey, look, we've seen their offense move the ball down the field. But for Fort Walton Beach, are we going to see any offense out of Mr. Sayuli? They have got to get something going to eat the rest of this clock.
And this time, Sayuli's just going to hand it off there and pick up of maybe a yard or two. That's number 27, Nathaniel Ramsey, who I'm not sure he got anything out of it.
I don't know if I would hurry up if I was Fort Walton Beach right here. I would take my time a little bit.
Yeah, you know, it almost feels like, Jeff, if Fort Walton Beach gets to the half up 6, feels like a bit of a bargain. I'm sure Coach Petrie wouldn't hate it.
I would eat every bit of this clock right here because, my goodness, you don't want to give Navarre another shot before half.
All right, 2nd and 10 now. Sayuli there directing traffic. A couple of wideouts on the near side. Oh, and that ball was loose and picked up, I think, by Navarre. Can't be sure, folks. Tough angle, but yep.
Yep, it's Navarre.
It looks like Navarre gets the enormous turnover. Sure enough, they do. And, Jeff, you're sitting here talking about the fact that they don't want to give Navarre another chance, and that's exactly what happens.
Well, for Navarre, this is exactly what the doctor ordered for Fort Walton Beach. Man, that's disastrous. And now, granted, you're still up 6-0. It's not the end of the world. You got 2 minutes going into half, but man, you had such an opportunity to at least run out the clock.
Look at that. There you go.
Just miscommunication on the hand.
It's the replay from Peden Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, putting now Navarre in the Synovus red zone right at the 14-yard line. Just a huge turnover there.
So it was about a minute ago that Navarre was in the Synovus red zone.
Exactly, yeah. And, you know, that presents Fort Walton Beach a chance to deflate them again. We'll see. Here we go. Looks like he's going to keep it himself.
There it is. Touchdown.
Open. Touchdown.
Kyle Chambers.
Yeah, so the turnover, very costly. And that's a touchdown.
Great job. Again, the offensive line for Navarre has really come into their own in the second quarter. And boy, oh boy, the holes they've created, the gaps. Fort Walton Beach, they've been scrappy. They've had their plays tonight. They start off the first quarter hot. You see this. Watch this right here. Zone read pulls it right up the middle. Missed tackle. But look, there's nobody around him.
Yeah, Jeff, he'd have gone for 80 if he needed it.
Man, oh man, great job right there up front by the Big Uglies.
All right, so now Taylor Gardner on, this time for an extra point. About 20-yard attempt. It's low, but it's good. And Navarre takes the lead 7-6. So we're going to keep it right here. Boy, you know, Fort Walton Beach got to be thinking, what just happened? We had this thing figured out. The penalty cost them.
Yeah, we got the ROTC right there in the background. That's a tradition here at Navarre High School. They do the push-ups. Sometimes they get extremely tired. Navarre likes to put up so many points. We thought tonight could be one of those games, but
not yet.
Boy, hey, for them, they need to do some push-ups on the side just to stay in shape a little bit.
Yeah, you got to wonder. I mean, I wonder, are they like, come on, we want to do it? Are they more like, hey, this is kind of nice?
I mean, I'm sure they like about 21
yeah,
to 28
21.
points.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
But when Navarre's rolling up 50
60,
points, they're like, hey, we're done.
Arms are burning.
Mom said I got to go home.
Man, so there you go. Big moment for Navarre. They now lead it 7-6. 2 minutes to go. And Fort Walton Beach, Jeff, do you think they come at it and try to do something, or do you think they take their losses and hope to get out of here at 7-6 at the half?
I think they're going to come out here, try to run the clock out a little bit, eat some clock, and then go into half and talk about what happened. Because, again, on the offensive side, they have had really nothing go their way. So they got to figure out, go back to the old drawing board, figure out how they're going to attack this defense for Navarre. Navarre still got 2 timeouts, though, so interested to see if they'll let them eat that clock or if they want the ball back.
Caden Knight is back, as you saw. It's going to go the other way. Ooh, lost his footing there, but able to get it together. And that's Jaden Simmons on the return. He gets it to about the 25 with almost exactly 2 minutes to go here in a very tight game, 7-6. And yeah, we'll see, Jeff, if Fort Walton Beach wants to just kind of run the clock out.
Well, again, remember for Navarre, they get the ball back after half. They defer. So
right.
maybe they're going to try to use these timeouts here, get the ball, see if they can throw it down the field, get a quick touchdown, and then get the ball back to start the second half. Who knows?
And really get going.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, they do have all 3 of their timeouts.
They got 2 of them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the scoreboard. The scoreboard's got them at 3. I need to look at our screen.
There we go. We got it going on.
I know.
Here.
Look at me trusting the scoreboard. You want to go up there real quick and tell the scoreboard person?
I'm good.
I'll hang here. You go let him. You go let him know.
Make more friends than enemies.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Saw that movement.
Was that on Mr. McTier? I believe it was the wide receiver position. Looked like he took off way early. See, here's the thing. In high school football, they don't announce who it was on. In college, you got NFL.
They start telling you.
You can't
well, in
hide.
college, they just do numbers.
Right.
But then in the pros,
Yes.
they say who you are.
Can't hide.
That's Jeff Price that blew that one. All right, first down and 15 now.
Thank goodness I never made it to college. That'd have been embarrassing.
Low snap, handled well. Sayuli's going to throw it deep.
Okay, here we go. Got a man.
That's going to be pass interference for sure. No doubt about that. Yep, they get the call, and that's huge.
That's awesome for Coach Petrie right
Coach
there.
Petrie
I like
says,
the call.
let's go, let's go. Love it. That's a real gamble, Jeff, because if it doesn't work out, forget the idea of an interception. It's just you're stopping the clock. You're giving Navarre a chance to not use a timeout and get that ball back. And like you said, maybe pile on a couple more points. So a big chance there. You got to like it. Coach saying, no, man, we're here to win. Let's go.
Well, I'm telling you, Coach Petrie obviously thought he could catch him off guard. He did. A little bit better thrown ball. And we could have 6 the other way.
So a big pass interference play. Of course, it's not taken at the spot of the penalties. So
right.
It does not cost Navarre as much as you might think if you're watching a game, say, in the NFL. But nonetheless.
Well, the only problem is now the cat's out of the bag. They saw you do it one time. Now they're going to be ready for it.
So, yeah, okay, they're actually going to try and do something here.
Here we go again.
Once again, he's going deep.
Ooh.
Look at that cannon.
Oh,
mercy. Nearly picked off. Man, I love Coach Petrie, the run and gun, man.
Boy, Mr. Deuce, Maurice Deuce Ned right there.
Yep.
I love that nickname. Little hand checking going on, and boy, oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Deuce. That was Mr. Percival.
I wasn't going to say it, man.
There you go. I know you were never going to say it.
Second down and 10. Man, I got to say, I'm digging Coach Petrie just being like, let's just go.
Hey, run and gun, baby.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Here we go. Just drop back and sling it.
Let him do his thing. He's going to keep it. And does he? Yeah, sure enough, gets out of bounds, picks up about 8 yards. So that'll be a third down and a couple from the 44-yard line and 1:27 to go.
I mean, Navarre's not bringing pressure. They're just sitting back. And he's,
And, I mean, in essence, they've sort of killed the clock anyway. So even if they do end up punting, Navarre would have about a minute to do something. And since they've moved it so much, they'd have to go whole way down the field. This has worked out well for Fort Walton Beach at this moment.
I love throwing the football right now. I did not, I'll be honest, I said it before, I didn't think they were going to do it. I thought they were just going to run the football, go into half.
Me too.
But I am digging this.
Me
Look
too.
at this. High formation.
And they're going to keep it. And sure enough, well done, first down.
Okay.
Fort Walton Beach only has one timeout here. And that's going to be a first down from Pensacola State College. Clock is running.
Well, mission accomplished as long as you don't turn the football over at least for 4.
Yeah, I'm kind of jazzed after what they did. I'm like, come on, let's throw it, This feels a little more like low snap, one hopper. Well played by Seuli.
Wow, here we go.
A completed pass. I'll tell you, though, Jeff,
Ethan
I don't
Davis.
think, But did he get out of bounds?
He did not.
No, I think he stays in. That's a mistake. You need to catch that and jump out of bounds.
Yeah, you want to save that timeout until you absolutely have to use it.
Crossing over, though, to the 35-yard line as the clock rolls. Pretty good-looking 2-minute offense from Fort Walton Beach here.
Best we've seen them all night.
Yeah, for sure. I think we're going to have a false start. Might be right here.
Yes, I believe it was.
Yeah, number 21.
Ryder hits Farella. I believe that's the second or third time we've seen Fort Walton Beach jump off sides when it was a receiver position.
Yep, that's what happened here.
I'm sorry, false start, not jump off sides.
So a loss of 5. That does not stop the clock. And Fort Walton Beach all of a sudden playing it slow here as the clock rolls. They've still got their timeout. You get the feeling Sayuli may just unload this thing. He's going to keep it himself.
Oh, boy. Tuck that ball away, big man.
Oh, but right into the hands. We've got a penalty on the play. Right into the hands of Logan Can. Was the penalty that Logan's not allowed to carry that forward after he caught it?
Well, they waved it off.
Oh, okay.
I tell you what, Sayuli, I thought whenever he took off right there, you saw him pick the ball, try to put the ball over the defender. Watch this right here. Tuck it away. Look at this. Oh, no. Looks like he tried to throw the football, maybe throw it away. Do not do that, young man.
I'm sorry, that was Cole Hutchinson. So let me correct that was able to get that fumble on the fly. That was Cole Hutchinson. Timeout on the field here with 21 seconds to go. It's second down and 12, but that doesn't matter as much as the big picture here. From the 36-yard line. And, Jeff, with 21 seconds, I think we've seen the terrific cannon that Sayuli has. You got to think they're just thinking, let's just throw it down there. They do have the timeout, so something over the middle might make some sense.
Well, they just used their final one right there for Walton.
Sorry about that. Thank you. Good. So forget what I just said.
So essentially, you look at it, if you throw the ball down the field, you probably got 2 plays, but you got to be quick. So these 2 plays, I mean, maybe one play right here gets you close enough to make an easier throw to the end zone.
Maybe.
Maybe you can find the sideline and get 3 plays out of this. Who knows?
Well, we'll see. Clock just rolled for half a second. That was odd. All right, second down and 12. The defense chant here.
What's your favorite?
Another low snap, and that's not going to do. Sayuli, well done. And unloads. What a play to get rid of that ball. Listen, that couldn't have worked out better. I mean, he was looking at a loss of 15 after that low snap. And they're going to get one more chance to throw to the end zone. 11 seconds to go.
Man, that was
Yeah.
throwing it up. I mean, hey, you give credit right there at the end zone. The only bad thing is if he does catch it and run it back for 6. So I don't advise him to do that again. But I tell you what, Mr. Sayuli, he's got a strong arm when he steps back, hits that three-step drop, 5-step drop, whatever it may be. But I don't know if he can really throw it the entire distance. Especially that ball's a little wet.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to grip it as well. So
Yeah.
the problem with players playing quarterback like this, when you got a wet ball, grip it less. The harder you grip it, it's going to slip out a whole lot easier.
Another low snap. And Sayuli just throws it deep. This is going to get picked off like, what if two Navarre players break up their own interception?
Well, this is it. Fourth
So,
down,
yeah,
3
fourth
seconds
down,
left.
3 seconds. Just throw to the end zone again. This is kind of what we thought might happen. So, Jeff, what's going on with the low snaps? It's just, again, is it because the ball's wet? I mean, it feels like every play.
So when you have this issue, and now, of course, with it being wet, it might be. But a lot of times it depends on if they have a nose tackle. The guy lined up head to center right there, and as soon as he snaps that ball, he's getting popped. So he knows as soon as he snaps it, he better be ready to block. So it's a matter of once you move your hand and snap that ball, you got to get your hands back up to block.
But you got to snap first, you know?
Absolutely.
And we're seeing that a lot. I mean, honestly, it's been a real test of Sayuli's abilities just to keep getting those. This time it's good. And then they don't throw to the end zone. He downs it. That was interesting.
All right.
I mean, after throwing.
Anticlimactic. Here we go.
Very interesting. We're going to hope to get a quick conversation with Coach Petrie.
Well, Coach Walls.
I'm sorry, Coach Walls, because, Navarre ended up taking the lead there. So as he's heading to the sidelines, Coach Jay Walls.
What an odd first half.
No kidding. No kidding. But certainly exciting. Of course, we've had a couple of exciting plays. One was huge, a 95-yard touchdown interception, and we will have for you at the end of the game from Closets by Design a play of the game, and we're also going to have the player of the game, which I think is a more interesting conversation right now, Jeff.
Should be a lot of fun, I tell you what, and who knows what's going to happen. There was a crazy first half, and I'm interested to see what Coach Wall's got to say about it, though.
Looks like we got Coach Walls. Hey, Coach Walls, this is Christian up in the booth. Can you hear me?
Hey, Christian, I can hear you.
Listen, that's a very exciting, albeit low-scoring first half. You guys in the entire second quarter were really moving the ball, but then not able to do a whole lot with it until that late touchdown. How are you feeling about the first half?
Well, we did move the football, but we made some mistakes, and certainly the pick six was the biggest mistake, and that was on us. We just didn't execute right there, and they made a play. Our defense has played great, though, the first half. And, we tell our guys, I know it's kind of corny, but the first half never matters. We got to go out and play football. We got to play better, certainly. We got to finish drives on offense and keep playing good ball on defense and make some plays in the kicking game.
Well, Coach, I know you want to get in there and talk to your team. Thanks for taking a moment to talk to us. We appreciate it. Good luck in the second half.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. It's Coach Jay Walls, head coach from Navarre, who are leading this thing, as you can see, 7-6 against the Fort Walton Beach Vikings. It's Friday Night Rivals, the halftime show. Coming up next.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Well, good evening and welcome back. It's the Friday Night Rivals halftime report. This is presented by Wendy's, and of course Friday Night Rivals presented by Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. As you can see, Navarre's up by 1, a low scoring, pretty exciting first half, and we always appreciate it when we get time with the leadership at the different schools. And at this moment in time, Scott Murphy, the AD here at Navarre, joins us. Hey man, how are you, Scott?
Good evening there, Christian. How you doing, sir?
I'm very well. Listen, I just wanted to say, first of all, congrats. I know it has not been easy. It's never easy, but the last 2 years, and this year no exception, to pull off something like this, to get a whole bunch of people together and do it in a way that you feel is safe. It's also a quality product. How hard did everybody have to work to bring this together tonight?
I think it's really been easy, to be honest. I think our school district does a great job. We do care about the kids in doing it and try to social distance as it is. And sports take some of the edge off of everything else. But it hasn't been too difficult at all. We just keep praying for everybody that we don't get sick, and those that do, a speedy recovery.
Well, that's really nice, and I appreciate you saying, look, it hasn't been that hard. We have great leadership. That's great to hear. Let's talk a little bit about what we're seeing tonight and just overall. I know you're excited that you guys are up. An exciting first half, but a pretty close game so far.
It has been. I don't get to see much of these games. I was dodging raindrops earlier when y'all were nice in the nice booth up there, but we got a great crowd here. We got two good teams that want to compete against one another, and everybody make adjustments, and we'll see a good game in the second half.
Hey, what's the mood like in the school just day to day? You know, I know all the teachers. I know everybody's working so hard, doing their best for these kids, trying to keep everyone safe. How's morale when you're just walking the halls?
It's been good. It really has. The young ladies and young men want to have a pep rally, and we've had to put that off a little bit just because of things spiking here and there, but they're ready to get back to school. I always tell them, we got about 170 days left of school now. But if they behave enough in another week, we'll give them a day off of school on the 6th of September.
Playing the angles there, I appreciate it.
Sir.
That's Athletic Director Scott Murphy from Navarre High School. We always appreciate your time. You guys are always tremendous, and I mean that sincerely, hosts for us from Friday Night Rivals. Thank you for a minute here, and thanks for being such wonderful hosts every single year.
Well, thank you all for coming and showing what Navarre has. And we always say it's greater to be a Raider.
There you go. Love it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that.
Good
luck in the second half and for the rest of the season. And again, that was Athletic Director Scott Murphy here from Navarre High School. So we're going to take a break, but before we do, we love to celebrate the bright futures that we have, and it's time to take a quick moment to say congratulations to the Wibbs Stone Barnett A-plus athlete. The Wibbs Stone Barnett Law Firm, proud sponsor of Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals. The A-plus athlete, Wibbs Stone Barnett, understands the value of education and teamwork that is gained through high school sports. That's why they're a proud supporter of student athletes everywhere, and you can find out a whole lot more about Wibbs Stone Barnett, the law firm, at PensacolaAttorney.com, and we certainly appreciate the sponsorship. So let's take a quick moment to celebrate and congratulate Michaela Vollmer, who carries an incredibly impressive 4.66 grade point average. Check this out, folks. After graduation, plans to pursue a doctorate in physical therapy. Michaela, congratulations. Let's hear from her.
Michaela, you've been chosen as Navarre High School's A-plus athlete. How do you feel about the honor, and is there anybody you would like to thank?
I'm pretty happy to receive the honor. I feel like I have worked pretty hard like these past couple years in school. So, I mean, it's paid off for me for sure, and I'm like really thankful to my parents for pushing me, and my siblings for giving me competition to people to be smarter than, and then my coach for really pushing me. She's really big on grades and like making sure we're up to date with everything. So, yeah, thank you.
Maybe given the opportunity to run the ball as a first-time quarterback starting.
Well, there you go. And Martinez himself is going to keep it. And great yardage for Martinez and more. And Martinez, on the first play of the game, has a touchdown, 78 yards.
Send out. McQueen's going to do a little double pass. Jarrell Williams wants to fire this one wide open. Engelbert, he's got it. Touchdown, Spartans.
First down, pitch play, cutback, some daylight, and that is a ticket to the end zone.
Monted. Gonna hand it off. Boy, look at that. That's just putting your head down and going. Breezok is free at the 40, at the 30. He's over 300 yards rushing and brought down at the 3-yard line. What a run right through the teeth of the defense.
Goal across the middle. Got him over the shoulder catch. Beautifully done. Take it all the way for the touchdown.
Pressure coming. Isley gets rid of it. Jump ball. Was he in? Yes, he was.
Go. Good. Roll it to his left. Looking downfield. Fires down, and did he catch it?
Push.
No, it's intercepted.
Intercepted.
It's down by Martin. Martin's going to go all the way for the touchdown.
He's house.
Oh, yeah. There's the play of the game right there.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Ben Braun at Restore Plastic Surgery. Here at Restore Plastic Surgery, we support high school athletics because it helps kids develop important characteristics and skills that will serve them throughout the rest of their lives and help them contribute more to our community and society as a whole. One of the most important characteristics of successful people is never giving up, which we refer to as persistence or grit. And high school sports help teach kids that value by forcing them to keep trying and never give up. Another important quality taught by high school athletics is excellence. Excellence does not happen overnight. It takes time to develop excellence or mastery in anything. Another thing that high school sports teaches is teamwork. Very few people succeed or survive in life alone, meaning everybody relies on people around them to get things done and be successful and achieve a common goal. And high school athletics helps teach teamwork and teaches kids how to work with each other in a constructive manner to achieve a common goal.
We are back live. It is the halftime report presented by Wendy's. And by the way, would you like to be the Wendy's Giant of the Week if you're a junior or a senior, plays football from Escambia, Okaloosa, and Santa Rosa High School? Well, you could win. Just go to WFGX.com, click on the contest tab to enter for a Wendy's Giant of the Week prize pack. More information, of course, at WFGXTV.com/station/contest. All right, listen, let's go and take a look at some stats here, see what happened in the first half. And, Jeff, I'll tell you, the receiving yards stand out. Combined 22 yards passing in this game.
Yeah, once the bottom fell out here, we saw them try to run the football out. We expected both these teams to try to run the football, but, man, oh, man, you look at the penalties right there. It's just, again, this is a 7-6 ball game. I'll be honest with you. We talked about it before the game. I didn't see it coming out this way, but, boy, here we are.
Well, you know, again, it's the first game of the season, so both teams are probably still trying to figure themselves out just a little bit as well. So who knows? They play in week 6. It might be a little bit different, but at this point, it's very close. And you can clearly see Navarre edging out and doubling up more so for Walton Beach on the rushing yards. That's been the difference on the field, but, Jeff, it's amounted to a 1-point difference.
Yeah, but Navarre didn't get those really until the second quarter. I mean, they started to find their own, the offensive line for Walton Beach. Their defensive line, boy, they were just in the backfield. They were doing a great job. Just the grit they had. For Navarre, they started to find their own there in the second half or the second quarter.
And both teams with a penalty and both of those led to touchdowns. Of course, for Walton Beach, it was the 95-yard interception return, and then for Navarre, they recover a fumble, and then on the very next play, Kyle Chambers runs it in, and that's been all the scoring in the game. We can actually show you both of those touchdowns just so you can get a look as we continue to go to the replay here. This was
Hunter Feaster.
Hunter Feaster overthrows, and boom, just like that, Parker Hill picks it off and takes this back 95 yards. Jeff, you mentioned this terrific block downfield. Look at this.
Yeah, you'll see it coming up right there. Great
right
blocking
there, made the
entire
difference.
time.
But then Fort Walton Beach missed the extra point. Actually, they didn't miss it. A low snap meant they never even had a chance, and that's why they only got 6 off of that incredible play. And then just a few minutes later, Navarre able to capitalize here on the touchdown from Chambers right
after Fort Walton Beach got the ball back and fumbled it. They had them where they wanted them, and they turned it back over. Look at Navarre.
Navarre was able to convert that extra point, and that's why they lead 7-6. We're going to go to break. When we come back, hopefully a quick interview with Fort Walton Beach coach Chip Petrie, and of course, the second half. We are back. We are live. We're certainly glad you're with us here as we get close to quarter number 3, about 2 minutes away, it looks like. Let's take a quick moment to say thank you so much to Fusakli's. They are kind enough to have jumped on board. They're going to be feeding the Friday Night Rivals crew every single week this season. And we've got 10 weeks of action. So I hear nothing but Fusakli's is great. Fusakli's is great. And certainly we are pumped and thankful that they are hooking us up all season long. So check them out. And if you do, say, hey, thanks for sponsoring Friday Night Rivals. We appreciate that very much.
They are pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, that's all.
Some
that's all.
sauce.
Yeah. Yum,
the crinkle
yum, yum.
fries.
Well, certainly glad.
The lemonade.
I've heard the lemonade is special. I'd like to try it, honestly. You want to make sure. The lemonade's not something you can go word of mouth. You need to find out.
You got to get them buffaloed. All right, wings in the buff right there. You got to get the
Easy.
ranch, and then you get the lemonade.
Okay. Sounds incredible.
I'm hungry.
It's funny, though. They're feeding the crew. And, Jeff, we say this every year, and it is genuine. Like, you and I show up. We get to chill.
Look
on TV.
Yeah, there we go.
We get to chill here in the booth. It was pouring earlier. You and I are sitting here thinking, man, it's really pouring. But this crew, the Friday Night Rival crew, gets here like around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, if not earlier. Tell me in my ear if it's earlier than that. And they start setting up at 11 a.m. So they've been here since 11 a.m. setting up. It's a multi-camera shoot. There's so many wires to run. There's so much work to be done. And the first 2 months of this season, certainly the first month, it's still awfully hot, including today when we're up around 90. So it's very kind of Fusakli's to hook them up. And we sure appreciate the crew because, again, you and I, we just get to come and talk about football. The easiest job in the building. And the Friday Night Rivals crew getting it done every single week.
Every single week, and we appreciate them. We hope you at home do as well for all the cool instant replays, all the views we get.
All that good stuff.
Everything you're seeing right going across your screen.
Well, in moments ago, a shot of me. It doesn't get no better than that.
There you go. You better autograph that thing right there. So
I appreciate if we don't get that away for free, quite frankly.
Don't sell it on the internet.
Exactly. That's what I'm
I do have some scores for you, by the way.
All right, let's go back to the sports desk from Northwest Florida State College. What do you got?
Well, Niceville up on Lincoln out of Tallahassee, 14-3. Crestview up 14-6 at half over Milton. Northview and Flomaton, the border battle right there. Flomaton's up at home 20-14. We also have, well, I'm sorry to say this, Mr. Garman, your Catholic Crusaders are losing right now to the Gulf Breeze Dolphins, 18-13 at half.
Ooh, good game.
Boy, Booker T. Washington's getting blown out at home right now in the third quarter, 37-7.
Yikes. All right, so some of the other scores. And remember, tonight at 11 o'clock, it's Prep Football Final with the legend, Mr. Dan Shugart, doing what he always does, fabulous coverage of each and every game up and down the Gulf Coast. So you can catch that tonight right after Channel 3 News at 10. That's 11 o'clock tonight. It's Prep Football Final. Jeff, one of the best things about the gig you and I do here is when the game ends, we get in a car, we get home, and in a perfect world, just in time to see the highlights of what else happens so we can be ready for next week.
If not, we DVR it. We always have it right there.
Yep.
And,
it's really good.
Mr. Shugart does a great job always. I remember when I was playing, I used to run home after the games. Well, if we won. If we lost, I didn't want to be on TV.
You were in some of those highlights, I'm sure.
I was, for the wrong reasons sometimes.
No. If you don't know, Jeff, quarterback for Northview High School. Jeff, I ask you this every year, if you don't mind. What year was that?
It was, until 09.
09.
Yeah.
So 03 to 09, I think, was your high school career?
It was about 2000 to 09.
Is that right? All right.
I decided to stay back a few years.
As you can tell, folks, we're ready to roll here. Third quarter now underway. Navarre receiving. They won the coin toss in the third. And this is a huge start. Oh, forget about it. Number 2, see you later. That is Terrence Marshall taking it to the house. An incredible start. And this place is going wild. It's push-up time for ROTC as Terrence Marshall takes it the length of the field. Jeff, fireworks to start.
I mean, what a better way to start than this right here. My goodness, we just had such an interesting first half, the way everything panned out. And look, we see our heating and air conditioning instant replay. Great job by the guys up front blocking. Missed tackle right there.
Huge
Look at
hole.
this.
At this point,
he's gone.
Yeah, it was like over.
Forget about it.
Nope. Wow. What a start. Touchdown Navarre, now leading at 13-6. And on for the extra point comes Taylor Gardner.
Boy, Terrence Marshall, speed demon right there. My goodness.
Boy, that was exciting.
Well, that's the most excitement we've had in a while.
No doubt. 14 seconds into the half. Kick is up. Kick is good. And how about that? 14-6 the score. It's Friday Night Rivals. As you can hear, the cannons going off. The push-ups have begun in the end zone. We're going to take a break, folks. We'll be right back as Fort Walton Beach will try to answer.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We are back, and there you can see the Navarre crowd feeling real good right now as the Raiders up 14-6 on Fort Walton Beach, and we are only 14 seconds into the third quarter after the incredible start there for Navarre, the 97-yard kickoff return from Terrence Marshall.
Well, we could see Mr. Nicholas McTeer.
Who's got his own set of wheels. One of the 2 men back to return for Fort Walton Beach. Parker Hill, the other, both of whom can really jet. Looks like Parker's going to get his chance here. And he'll field that one right at the goal line. A good enough return back to about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And that's where Fort Walton Beach will get things going.
So how does Fort Walton Beach come out on offense? I think that's probably the biggest question. We saw at the end of half, we didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Petrie. He had to go over to his team, but nonetheless, I was going to ask him, are you going to come out and throw the football a little bit like you did at the end of the half?
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd like to know.
Look, he actually had a little bit of time sitting back there at the quarterback spot. I don't know if they're going to be able to run the football with success here against this Navarre front, especially we know how momentum-based Navarre is, especially at home. Man, you talk about all the momentum going back to the Navarre Raiders right here. They're up 14-6. How is this Fort Walton Beach team going to come out?
Yeah, here we go. TJ Seuli, the senior quarterback for Fort Walton Beach, back again out of the shotgun. He dealt with low snaps the entire first half. This one's okay. It's a handoff, good for a couple of yards.
Nathaniel Ramsey on the carry right there. So,
Excuse me.
Mr. Saioli's a heck of an athlete. We know he can throw it down the field a little bit, but not a whole lot of success, as you saw from the stats earlier, of anything on offense, and 0 receiving yards. I don't think you're going to beat Navarre with 0 receiving yards.
No, and they were, like you said, he was hurling it down there. Really a big arm, but nothing got completed. Incredibly, a combined 22 yards receiving in the first half. That's for both teams, as lightning strikes off in the distance down near Fort Walton Beach, as a matter of fact. So another handoff up the middle and another nothing doing situation there. Let's see who that was as it gets up. It's number 57. That's Spencer McKenzie.
Yeah, no misdirection is going to fool this defense right now for Navarre. They are just, boy, they are chomping at the bit to get back there. And it's got to be something. You got to get out in space. We saw Saioli be able to get out in some space, and McTeer get out in some space a little bit to open things up inside. I just don't think it's going to happen right now. So what are they going to do?
3rd down and 11. And I'll tell you, Jeff, given that Navarre dominated the second quarter, despite the fact that they only got 7 points out of it, as he's in some trouble once again, using that speed and able to, mercy.
Boy.
Could be a late hit there.
Hit.
Whew. Saioli gets stuck just as he gets out of bounds. And I think we're looking at a late hit, which will mean an automatic 1st down. Let's see here.
Could be interesting.
Might have another look at it for you. Either way.
Just unnecessary.
Yeah, because he certainly wasn't getting anywhere near that first down. It was going to be 4th and about 9.
I was surprised Sayoli didn't try to throw the football.
Sure enough. The personal foul is costly for Navarre.
Here we go. Let's watch it right here. Mr. Sayoli running out of bounds. Yep.
Woo. That looks painful.
It was close, but it was unnecessary.
That's the key. I mean, you're right. He had just stepped out of bounds, but yeah.
Nonetheless, push him. Do it, just bump into him. Do whatever you got to do. Avoid the contact. He's already going out of bounds. Don't make it an easy call right there. And instead of it being 4th down, now it's a 1st down for the Vikings.
The automatic 1st down. The Vikings needed it. And Sayoli's going to try to throw it way downfield once again, and I think he's underthrown it. Oh, what a catch!
My goodness.
What a catch from Parker Hill, who goes and finds it. And that's the first reception of the night we've seen from Fort Walton Beach. What a play.
Parker Hill, this is the young man that ran the ball back 95 yards the other way on the interception returning.
The human highlight machine, a 36-yard gain.
An underthrown ball. Sayoli tries to throw it as far as he can. Not enough on it. Boy, you thought you had a pick if you're a Raider fan right there. And Parker Hill out of nowhere.
Seriously, that was big time. Sayoli saying, thank you very much. That's well done, Parker. So from Pensacola State College, it's 1st and 10 now. It's Fort Walton Beach moving it down to the 30. This time they're going to run it and pick up just a few. That's Caden Knight. Might have got a couple.
Well, and one thing you notice right there was a Navarre Raider that ran right past Caden Knight that could have easily just wrapped him up and taken him down, but he went to the quarterback again because the pass opens up the run. So as a defensive end flying to the ball, you're thinking, you know what, they're going to pass the ball right here. He goes right by the runner now. Didn't really hurt him much, but still you're starting to see how that passing game can open things up for him.
So it looks like he didn't gain anything, just right back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 10. And Knight once again. This time, no, it looks like he's going to keep it. That's Sayoli, who's got big yardage, folks, and gets it all the way down to the 10. That puts us in the Synovus red zone, and that's a big play, Jeff.
That is tremendous. Again, we talked about Sayoli. He's an athlete.
Got a flag all the way back at the 27. Let's see what that is.
That's going to be holding. Man.
That's a negated big play, sure enough. Wow. Oh, that's deflating. That is deflating for Fort Walton Beach.
That is a heartbreaker right there.
No doubt. Sayoli had a huge run, put him down in the red zone, but not to be.
Well, for Sayoli, you just go back to the huddle and you're eyeballing who that holding penalty was on.
Well, it's 2nd down now and 18, all the way back at the 37-yard line. So, yeah, a very different situation for the Fort Walton Beach offense. 8:20 to go here in quarter number 3. Sayoli over the middle, throws it way behind his intended receiver, number 5, Jack Tenholder.
Well, I think Sayoli expected him to settle down, find some open space and settle down. The way he threw that football, was trying to get it to him quick. He didn't want to run him into any kind of coverage. And just not on the same page right there, but he was open.
Now, see, that's great insight from you. That's clearly, you know, as a quarterback, you knew what was going on in his head there. Is that something that a quarterback and a receiver have, kind of like, hey, the play is I run, or is it more like, no, let's have a feel for this? You know what I was trying to do.
It's a play you run, but you have a feel for it. If he feels that he can settle down with some open space right there and not run into the defender, you settle down.
Do it there, gotcha. All right, 3rd down, and like I said, about 17. High snap, Sayoli gets it. He's under more pressure, and real trouble now. Able to throw it away, and that's a good play. Got a late flag here.
Intentional grounding.
They're not allowed to throw it out. I guess not. He was way out of the pocket. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Oh, here we go. Yep. All right. So that's a loss of down, and remember that Fort Walton Beach was looking at 1st and goal from the 10 before that holding penalty. And Jeff, all of a sudden, it's 4th and about 30 from all the way back at the 46.
So you're saying there's a chance.
That's good.
Beautiful punt again.
Yeah, seen some good punts tonight. And it's a great bounce as well, down all the way back at the 10-yard line. So that's where Navarre's going to start. Nonetheless, Jeff, that's, as a Fort Walton Beach fan, that's a bummer. You felt like you were really moving there.
You were in the red zone, the Synovus red zone.
Yeah.
And then you end up on the other side of the 50.
Yeah.
Well, here we go. Fort Walton, they got to stand tall.
Well, and listen, since we've been saying this for a while, since the beginning of the second quarter, Fort Walton has not really been able to stop Navarre.
No.
They don't have a ton of points to show for it, but Navarre has moved it seemingly at will. We'll see if they have another chance to do it here.
Well, this is the first time we'll see Navarre on offense right here because, remember, they returned the kick.
Right.
So here we go.
Kyle Chambers, the senior quarterback, of course, for Navarre. He's played most of the game. Feaster came in for one series. It did not go well, threw a pick 6 of 95 yards. High snap there. I'll tell you, Jeff, to me the takeaway is that both teams need to work on their snapping game. I mean, it feels like every single snap is a roulette.
Yes, and that's not good for a quarterback sitting back there, because the one thing you want to be a constant is that you can stick your hands out and you can use your eyes as that snap is coming in to look down the field, not to look at the football coming in.
Yeah. All right, 2nd down and 10 there. Nice little sweep here. Got some flags on the play. Pickup of about 5, but might be a hold. We'll see.
Penalty marker on the play.
A little sloppy here in the second half.
Yes, it is.
Again, that's to be expected, I suppose, in week number 1. Sure enough, that's going to go against Navarre. Thought we might see that.
Well, last year when we had the first game, obviously we had Gulf Breeze and Milton, and obviously Coach Clayton, Coach Lees both talked about we didn't get practice. We don't even know our team because of COVID.
Right.
Now these guys, I think, have kind of become accustomed. They understand the protocols and things that go on with COVID-19 and what they have to do. But it's still the first game of the year. I had somebody talking about it, and they were like, this will be fine. Guys will be on the same page. Not the case. These are still young men.
Right.
Okay?
2nd down now and about 15 after the penalty. Chambers wants to unload it, but he's in some trouble. He's going to keep it himself here and just try to get away from the end zone. Gets it back to the 10. And for a brief moment there.
Well, good thing he danced himself out of the end zone.
Right.
And remember, if there's a holding penalty and you're in the end zone right there,
Safety City.
That is not good for you.
No, it's not.
So credit for Walton Beach on defense.
Well, they got to keep it up. They need another stop here at 3rd and 15. 6.5 to go here in quarter number 3. 14-6 Navarre facing a 3rd and 15 right now, deep in their own territory.
Six on the play clock.
Chambers going to just unleash
it.
That's really high.
Oh, my goodness, Parker Hill.
Parker Hill, who already has a pick 6 on the night and another great catch, had a real good chance at an interception there. Not able to, but it's a stop. And Navarre forced to punt.
Boy, Parker Hill. Look, Kyle Chambers has an open man. Mr. Percival right there overthrows him. Oh, Parker Hill again.
What a night he's having, though.
It would have been a really tough catch, but Parker Hill doesn't care. He knows he should have had that one.
Yep. All right, so sure enough, Navarre will be punting. And Nicholas McTeer is back for Fort Walton Beach at the 40-yard line of Navarre. So looking like some real good field position here. It's a low kick. McTeer is not going to be able to make a play. And it gets all the way back to about the 44, 45-yard line. That's a pretty good outcome for Navarre, I'd say.
Looks like we got a water break.
Sure enough, thought that might be coming here with 5:56 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's a timeout on the field. And with that in mind, we're going to take a timeout as well. It's Friday Night Rivals. We'll be right back. Thanks for watching.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We're back, and certainly we're glad you're with us. As you can see, Navarre leading right now 14-6. We've got 5:56 to go in the third quarter. It's been a fun night. Not a lot of offense, Jeff, but we've seen some exciting plays. Had a 95-yard pick six. The third quarter started with a 97-yard kickoff return. So not a ton of offense, but the scoring that we've seen has been very exciting. 1st and 10 here. Nice little end around there, and that's a big gainer for Nicholas McTeer.
Uh-oh. You got a Viking down.
That's Caden Knight in the backfield, who's...
Ooh, McTeer's limping off as well. That's not good news if you're a Viking fan.
No, it's not.
Hope it's just a little cramp.
Yeah.
Both these young men. That's what it looks like.
Ooh, look at that. No doubt the athletic trainers will get to them and help them out.
Yeah, we had the rain, but we all know down here on the Panhandle, when we have rain, now we have more humidity, as if we didn't have enough of it.
And here come the cramps, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And on that note, here comes the T-shirts, too. The Raider cheerleaders throwing on some T-shirts. They got some swag, a couple of footballs, looks like some water bottles. Come on. Up here.
Can we get you down there to throw it?
No, I want to catch it. Come on. Little swag. They just don't have the arm, Jeff, to get it here.
Don't they have a statue of you out front?
Oh, look, the game broke out again. And Sayuli throwing way
over the middle, got a man.
He does have his man.
Oh, my goodness.
And sure enough, that was Parker Hill. Surprise, surprise. He's having a night, but not a great pass. Just nowhere near where it needed to be, Jeff.
And I think Parker obviously was looking for the ball on the outside. That was the design. He throws it on the inside, and Parker Hill just lost it. I think if Parker Hill could have got his head around, maybe on the inside we have a play, but man, that's a tough one. He had a couple steps, not just one step.
Yeah, he was free. So that brings up 3rd down and 4. The 49-yard line of Navarre for Fort Walton Beach.
I love the play call. Put the pressure on Navarre's defense.
Coach Petrie's done that a good bit tonight. He's not afraid to put some heat on him. This time they're going to, ooh, wow. Big time stick there from the Navarre D on 3rd and 4. Loses a couple, and that's going to be 4th and 6. So now at midfield, Jeff, the question becomes, do they punt, do they go?
I just think they're going to punt it away here.
Probably so.
It's only 14-6. You don't have to force it at this point. You still got plenty of game left.
Yep.
But boy, oh boy, that defense right there for Navarre. My goodness, coming up and laying a lick.
So Derek Percival is the punt return man for Navarre. He's going to get his opportunity, it looks like, as he stands back at about the 15-yard line.
Good to see Mr. McTeer back on the field.
And, boom! Sayuli pulling double duty. He is the punter for Fort Walton Beach as well.
Boy, that was dangerous.
No doubt. Risky to try and field that, but it works out okay. Percival able to keep his hands on it. And Navarre will start the drive deep in the territory with 4:15 to go here in quarter number 3. Navarre holding on to a lead. Jeff, look, you know, it's a close game. I think we're both a little surprised. I mean, Fort Walton Beach has held tight and held Navarre. If not for that 97-yard touchdown run to start this quarter, it's 7-6.
Again, Fort Walton Beach, look, for Navarre, we expect them to run away with it. Fort Walton Beach, we thought, okay, maybe there's a shot they can hang around. Well, they've done more than hang around.
Yeah, absolutely.
But offensively, all they have to do is just find some kind of rhythm. Now, that's easier said than done going against this gritty Navarre defense. But, I mean, hey, 14-6, if you could tell Coach Petrie he'd be 14-6 right now, middle of the third quarter, I'm sure he'd be quite all right with that.
You're probably right. That said, though, you know, they do need to get going here because they're not doing a whole lot on offense.
Well, and Navarre is one play away from opening this thing open,
That's how it
wide
feels.
open.
That's how it feels. Gonna be a nice little handoff here and a big gainer.
There he goes.
Yes, indeed. That's well done. That's a big play, and that's number 3. Chris DeCourt, who's had several big plays tonight. Huge gain there, one of the biggest of the night.
Chris DeCourt, he is been the man tonight. I tell you what, I like him. I like his style. Just a hard runner, downhill runner. Watch him just go around the edges right there. And look, doesn't try to get too fancy, just lowers his head, gets the first down.
No doubt. This time going to come out with a pass here, completed, and that's well done. That's number 22, Derek Percival. Big part of the offensive component here for Navarre as they continue to move the ball. Was that enough for the first?
It is close. Yep, they're going to wave them on.
Yes, indeed. So from Pensacola State College, we have another 1st and 10 out near midfield as Navarre now at the 46-yard line. Kyle Chambers moving this offense. DeCourt gets the call, and he's looking great. Another huge gain all the way down to the 31-yard line. Chris DeCourt having himself a night.
And again, credit those big buffet busters up front for Navarre, really getting their own. I tell you what, they are starting to find their rhythm as well. And you see the heating and air conditioning instant replay. Great read right here, but look, 2 defenders, that's it. That's all he had to beat right there.
It's a 15-yard gain here, and flag on the play just before the next action gets going.
I believe there was too many men on the field for Walton Beach. Had a man trying to get off. I don't know if he got off in time. Yep.
All right, there you go. So, no, that's, yeah. Navarre able to get a few extra freebies out of it.
Shooting yourself in the foot. Boy, Fort Walton Beach has got to get it together right here. Now would be a good time for a timeout for Fort Walton.
1st and 5, 1st and 5.
Oh, boy.
Another play down the middle there.
It's a first down.
And that was Hunter Feaster, by the way, quarterback for Navarre on that play. Another first down from Pensacola State College. So Coach Wall's mixing it up a little bit on the quarterback again, Jeff. You saw that in the first half, too.
That's interesting. I'd like to know what, what his thought process is with that. Now, last time we saw Hunter Feaster threw the interception. Got the only score for Fort Walton, but hey, give him a second chance.
Yeah, Feaster's still in there. This time a handoff in the middle.
Holes.
Oh, and DeCourt slips. Yeah, your point was valid. He had another big hole, but it's a wet field. It downpoured here in the first half, and yeah, sure
enough. Making the tackle.
DeCourt not able to get more than about 4. Still a nice play, but he had another 5 or 6 in him, I think. So 2nd down and 6 with 2:30 to go. Navarre having their way with Fort Walton Beach a little bit right now.
And Christian Cavallero came in as the running back, the starter here, but the hot hand, boy.
Yeah, DeCourt.
DeCourt is the man right now.
Of course, a reminder, at the end of the game, we'll have our play of the game from Closets by Design, our player of the game as well. And this time, Feaster keeps it himself and able to get to about the 15-yard line, maybe picks up a yard or 2. So we'll have a player of the game from Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. And Chris DeCourt making a case that he's going to be that guy, Jeff.
He has had a phenomenal game. Been one of the consistents for him. And I'll tell you what, we got a 3rd down here. Interested to see, does Mr. Walls, Coach Walls here, is he going to pass? Hunter Feaster didn't look so good last time. Had an open man, but
Feaster threw a big interception in the first half. And
they got a loaded O-line.
They're going to let him throw again. This time he's able to complete the pass, and it's going. It's close. It's real close.
I think he's short. Yep, he is short.
Just short. I mean, we're talking a few inches here.
Nope, we know they're going for it.
4th down. Crowd wants him to. Crowd is pumped. And they look a little confused as players coming and going right now. Not sure exactly what they're going to do. Looks like Feaster's going to stay on the field.
I'd be willing to bet they
and about a yard.
Watch the quick count right here. They got him near the line.
Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. They are going to go for it, and they're going to get it and then some, folks. Well done. So the 4th down gamble from Coach Walls pays off nicely. It's going to be a 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College, well into the Synovus red zone now. And Navarre is knocking on the door, folks, down at about the 7-yard line.
Man, oh man, for Fort Walton Beach, you've got to be able to strip the ball away here. You got to find a way to get a turnover. And look, we're going under center. They're leaving nothing to chance.
Feaster trying to complete this drive, and
great job by Fort Walton Beach.
Got a penalty flag there.
Holding.
Yep, so that's going to move it back just a little bit as we're nearing the end of the quarter.
Here's that bend but don't break defense for Fort Walton Beach.
We've seen it all night.
You're giving yourself a chance. By the way, I believe that was TJ Sayoli on the tackle.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Doing it all.
Coming in there.
Quarterback for Fort Walton Beach, punter for Fort Walton Beach, making a big stop there.
You don't see that when you get up to 5, 6, 7A football.
No.
Although I don't know if I'd want my quarterback out there either.
Right, exactly. Careful now. All right, back now at the 15-yard line, second down. And Feaster going to go to the end zone and has it.
There it is.
That's a touchdown. That's number 85 for Navarre.
Chase Richardson.
That's right. Chase Richardson with the touchdown there. And it's nice to see for Feaster after throwing the big pick six in the first half. Coach Walves gives him another opportunity, and he comes through big. Beautiful pass there.
Well, and the other thing with Chase Richardson, you got to give tight ends love. All game long, we've watched Chase Richardson go in motion and block and block and block, getting his hands dirty. It's good to see the young man, good-looking tight end, by the way, be able to get his opportunity. And beautiful throw by Feaster and great catch by Mr. Richardson.
Everything about that was great. That's a 9-play, 85-yard drive. Well done, well executed from Navarre, and they now lead it 20-6 just before the end of the third quarter, under 10 seconds to go. And now on for a chance for the extra point, which is up and good, and that makes it 21-6. So a big moment there, and sure enough, as you might expect, the tradition here indicates that the good folks from ROTC at Navarre High School have to get out there and do those push-ups. And Jeff, for a while there, they didn't get to do too many, but here in the last hour, they're starting to get it going.
They may be telling them to slow down a little bit now. They're scoring too much.
So easy now.
Oh, we got to work on some of their form.
I think things are starting to feel a little better for Navarre.
Oh, look at the one-handed push-up right there.
I love it. I love it. It's like Balboa in Russia.
I'm digging it.
I love it.
And we get the movie reference. I love it.
Darn right. What do you mean movie? That was real. Don't you dare.
Fair
that
enough.
happened. All right. Look at that.
Look at these. Look at these.
ROTC students getting it done. Love it. Great tradition.
Absolutely.
So cool. Love to see it.
This is a great place to come watch a football
Everything
game.
about it. They're so nice. The football is always great. The students are into it. It's just great. Everything about Navarre. Love it.
That has nothing to do with the statue of you up front?
Well, a little bit.
Okay.
Navarre feeling good, folks. Up 21-6 here with 8.9 to go. And Fort Walton Beach, look, Jeff, let's not say this thing's over. It's not over, but Fort Walton Beach is going to have to get things going. The offense just hasn't done much.
Now the defense is starting to deteriorate a little bit. So offensively, Sayoli and company's got to find something. They absolutely have to find something right here. And look at Mr. McTeer.
Yeah, Nicholas McTeer, who's got some real speed. Towel comes flying off as he goes flying in the other direction. A nice return out to about the 39-yard line. And that's well done from Nicholas McTeer at Fort Walton Beach. And that's going to end the quarter. So we've got one quarter to go, and Navarre feeling pretty good about their chances right now, leading it 21-6. Stay tuned, folks. It's Friday Night Rivals. Who's going to win this thing? We'll be right back.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Welcome back, everybody. It's Friday Night Rivals. It's quarter number 4. It's 1st and 10 for Fort Walton Beach, who needs to get things going. Trailing it, 21-6. Nice pass over the middle there. Wide open, and that's a fine play. Jack Tinholder on the reception there. A pickup of about 8, it looks like.
Here we go. Start moving the ball down the field. You got to be quick. I mean, you're down 2 scores right now, and you only got 12 minutes left. Your defense hasn't been able to slow Navarre down offensively, so got to get it rolling.
And let me check that, too. That was a first down. So I thought that was 8. That was a gain of 10, just enough to move the chains. Now at the 49-yard line. Tinholder, there you go. Low snap again, but handled nicely. Crossing midfield now. A pickup of a couple.
Positive yards. Keep it moving forward if you're Fort Walton Beach. Take what you can get right here, because I think at any point you're pretty much getting close to 4-down territory.
Yeah. And that's a nice gain. 2 or 3 there, so it's going to be second and about 7. At the 48-yard line of the Raiders. Senior quarterback there, TJ Sayoli. He's had a good night. Handoff up the middle. Pickup of another 2 or 3. And that's number 27. That's Nathaniel Ramsey on the carry. 3rd down and 5 now. from the 46. And I think you're right, Jeff. It may well be 4-down territory, especially at this particular location on the field.
And you just don't know if you're going to be able to stop Navarre on defense.
Yeah, I mean,
if you're,
if you're at your own 9, you probably don't go for
Absolutely.
it. But at that spot, they may not have to. Maybe they convert here, 3rd down and 5. Handoff. No, this Seoli keeps it.
There
and
he
he's got
goes.
tons of daylight. They're going to convert, and then some. A nice hit from behind, but Seoli gets it into the...
Ball's on the ground. It looks like the Raiders picked it up.
Wow. Another big turnover. Seoli with a huge run. As I was about to say, they get into the Synovus red zone. We find out that the Raiders come up with a huge play and another very costly turnover.
I believe that's Seoli's second fumble tonight.
Yep.
Running careless with the football.
And remember, both times, yeah, like you said, running careless. The other time, they didn't lose the ball, but they will here. Yep. Which, Jeff, I mean, they were in the red zone just then. That's the second time tonight we've seen Fort Walton Beach crack the red zone and it go disastrously bad.
You just can't carry the football away from you. You got to be able to tuck it in tight, knowing that they're coming to punch it out. And remember, the ball's slippery as well, which doesn't make it any easier. So
there you can see the Peden Electric instant replay celebration from Navarre. And the Raiders now with 10 minutes to go have no interest, I don't think, Jeff, in doing anything other than letting that clock run. Get them out of here. Going to be a little end around, pickup of 2 or 3 there.
Yep, just chew that clock.
Yeah, exactly.
Chew that clock. And I tell you what, it wouldn't surprise me if Navarre tries to catch Fort Walton Beach napping and throw one down the field here.
It's Devin Grotke.
We got an injured Raider.
Yeah, that's Devin Grotke who's on the ground. Let's see.
Boy, he's had a heck of a game tonight as well. Hope the young man's okay.
Athletic trainer out there on the field.
This is, again, we talk about this young man, and boy, again, the Navarre Raiders offensive line, they always have a great offensive line. And early on in this game, they just didn't look like themselves. But again, they were coming into their own. A lot of new faces, I said at the beginning, in some new places. And for Navarre, again, the offensive line, the holes they've created, the gaps they've created, you can drive trucks through them. Folks, I'm not kidding. You could literally drive a Mack truck through some of these. And if you just want some clarity on that, ask Chris DeCourt, the young man, the running back there for Navarre, because he's had some open lanes tonight. But man, oh man.
So Grotke is still on the field here as the athletic trainers are trying to square things away. It's Dr. Adam Anns, I believe, in the white shirt there, also on the field. Looks like he's going to walk off.
There we go. Good to see him walking off.
We have a better look at the fumble that we saw moments ago from Seoli after the big run, the very costly turnover here. Jeff, he had tons of open field there. Big hit from behind. Oh, mercy.
Just a bit. You know what? I will take back my comment.
Yeah, he wasn't being careless.
He had the ball in his stomach, and boy, he just took a blow right there.
Yeah, took 2 hits. So
my goodness.
The instant replay from Peden Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric tells the story nicely. And nonetheless, it's extremely costly for Fort Walton Beach.
But again, on defense, that's why you continue to fly to the ball no matter what, because I guarantee that young man was out of the play, and because of his hustle, look what he did. Created a turnover. Yep. Great job.
So 2nd down now and 7. Looks like we've got some whistles and delay of game. We've seen that a lot tonight, Jeff. Now that does feel like it's week number 1.
Yes.
We're figuring things out.
Well, a lot of times in practice, you don't go with the play clock. Very rarely. You may have a 2-minute drill, but you're not used to the 25-second clock.
Coach Wall's not okay with that, as you saw. 2nd down and 12 now. Ooh, over the middle here and wide open, but dropped. It's a great throw, but dropped there, and that's Austin Wright not able to bring it in. So now 3rd and 12.
Check that. I believe it was Jaden Reese, number 8.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that's my fault. I thought it was a 6. My eyes aren't what they used to be, Jeff.
That's okay.
That's happened a couple times tonight where I was like, I thought that was a 6. 3rd down and 12. That I know for sure. Pass again. Chambers got his man,
Beautiful
too.
route.
Percival wide open. Big play. It's a 1st and 10 from Pensacola State College. And, you know, Jeff, we talked about the fact that Navarre's wanting to run the clock, and sure they are, but you can't run the clock if you can't keep the drive going. They take a gamble there on 3rd and long, move the chains, keep the ball, and things just keep coming for them.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful route by Percival. Even better throw by Mr. Chambers.
It's a 27-yard gain there as they get out to the 42-yard line. Big play.
Parker Hill right there, number 3 for Fort Walton. He's limping a little bit.
That's not good news. He's been spectacular tonight. And now they'll keep it on the ground. Another big hole up the middle there. And a big gain. That's going to be another 1st down. Number 31 there for Navarre, Sebastian Melendez. Had a couple of big plays tonight. Had a 27-yard run in the 1st half.
Yeah, this is where it starts to seem like it's getting out of hand for Fort Walton Beach.
I think you're right with 8:30 to go. And
that big 1st down, I think, kind of killed some of their momentum. And TJ Saoli back there at safety for Fort Walton Beach.
Oh, we got a definite false start there. Navarre is starting to point the fingers, but I don't think there's any doubt about it. That's going to go against the Raiders and moving back across midfield.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of trouble moving it lately, so maybe this won't hurt them too much.
No, moments ago, 3rd and 12, and they get the big gainer of 27. So.
Navarre's given Fort Walton Beach every opportunity, though.
Yep. You're right about that. I mean, you know, at this point, seeming unlikely Fort Walton Beach finds a way to come back. But I tell you, I don't think Fort Walton Beach comes away from this game feeling miserable.
No, absolutely not. They got a lot of things to be proud of.
Another pass here, another catch. That's Chambers and Percival with a big play down to the 30-yard line. He's terrific, having a big night.
Yeah, absolutely. Another great route run right here, but even better throw. Kyle Chambers, I mean, just the touch he has to throw this over the defenders right there and just lay it in his hands. Man, I'll tell you what, we've seen Mr. Feaster can throw the ball a little bit, but Kyle Chambers getting hot.
22-yard gain there. As we continue to contemplate our player of the game, Percival saying, hey, don't forget about me. Ooh, tricky handoff there.
Caballero running the football.
I say tricky handoff because the timing wasn't quite right. Thought he might drop it. But he didn't. They move it, 2nd down.
And the clock continues to tick.
Which is just how Navarre wants it, I think. This game started at 7:30. What time is it?
9:42.
9:40. Yeah, a couple hours. If we get an opportunity, Jeff, maybe give us some more scores. You know, if we get a low, we'd like to find out what's happening in some of the other games tonight. 2nd down and 9. Low snap again. Well played by Chambers.
Get rid of it.
He's going to keep it. And again, turns nothing into something. A nice gainer there. Picked up about 4 or 5, and it'll be 3rd and relatively short now, down around the 24-yard line.
Well, from the Northwest Florida Sports Desk right here.
What do you got?
Niceville over Lincoln in the 3rd quarter, 28-3. Crestview over Milton right now, 27-14 in the 4th quarter. Flomaton up over Northview, 28-14 in the 4th. Pensacola Catholic, 20. Gulf Breeze, 28. 4th quarter.
Man, good game.
Quite a barn burner.
No doubt.
And University Christian, by the way, 37. Booker T. Washington tried, but came up short by 10.
3rd down and 4. And again, an awkward timing there on that handoff, Jeff. That's just not looking real smooth. It's going to be just short. Looks like 4th and about 2.
It's something that obviously Coach Walls will go back to the film room and work with some of these guys, but there has been pretty awkward. I mean, it's just
a few times.
It hasn't been hitting on all cylinders at times. That inside run has not been the bread and butter for him.
But, you know, again, you wouldn't expect it to. It's week 1.
Not.
You know, I mean, you can do as much as you can in practice, but until you're out there in the game, it's just tough to simulate this stuff. 4th down, Navarre going for it with 5:40 to go. Another.
Oh, boy.
But nonetheless, look at
got
this.
it.
Oh, Melendez able to turn nothing into something. That was another really awkward play. He tried to go up the middle, Jeff, nothing doing. Just stayed on his feet, gets outside, and converts.
And I tell you right now, I was fixing to mention it before the play, but the off tackle has been phenomenal for him. Has worked really well. That was not a designed off tackle play, but hey, nonetheless, we'll take it.
So it looks like a water break now, the last here on the in the game, I should say. We're going to go to break here with 5:32 to go. At this point, the question is, can Navarre hang on? They've got the ball. They're leading 21-6. We'll be right back.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
And we're back, folks, and we're glad you're with us, sticking it out here tonight. It's been a good game, Jeff. It's 21-6. It's not like it's a blowout, and only in the last 30 minutes or so has it started to really feel like Navarre is going to get this. And that started at the beginning of the third quarter with that tremendous opening play when Terrence Marshall ran the opening kickoff back 97 yards. Here we go. 1st and 10 this time. Not much to it. That, again, right on cue is Terrence Marshall, the man I was just talking about, who had that huge play to start this quarter. On that particular route, not much happens.
Great open field tackle by Jaden Simmons, the senior, coming up right there. That was huge because
well
we
done,
saw Mr.
Jaden.
Marshall's speed. There you go. He flexed a little bit. He deserves it on that play, but young man, get back there and let's make a big pick. Remember last time, the 95-yarder?
That's right.
Hey, anything's possible. This game's been crazy enough.
So, 2nd down now and 10. Kyle Chambers, of course, the quarterback for the Raiders. He wants to pass, and he's going to the end zone. Got his man, too, folks. Beautiful. I think we've got ourselves a touchdown. Well done. Beautiful. Touchdown. And that, once again, is Terrence Marshall, who now has his 2nd touchdown of the night. Mr. Electricity. This guy's been incredible, Jeff.
He's just been what the doctor ordered for the Navarre Raiders tonight. Big return, which, man, oh, man, really sparked this Raider offense.
Yep.
And look, great play. Goes up, by the way. When you talk about going up to get the football, some guys like to just kind of stay down. He jumps up. Watch it. Great throw by Mr. Chambers. Little underthrown, but look, goes up and gets it over the defender right there. Great job.
It's a 22-yard touchdown strike. Now for the extra point. It's up. It's good once again, getting their opportunities tonight. That's Taylor Gardner converting the extra point. Now 27-6 as Navarre has opened it up. When we come back, the Final Four, 27, folks. Stay with us.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
Lots to cheer about tonight if you are a Raider. You know, at one time, the score was 6-0. Fort Walton Beach. Since then, 28 unanswered for Navarre. They lead it 28-6 now with about 4.5 minutes to go. Jeff, incredibly, the only points put on the board tonight from Fort Walton Beach came on the defensive side, that 95-yard pick six. The offense has not scored a touchdown or even a field goal.
They've shown signs of life, and then they can't just get it going. Again, you got to credit Navarre's defense and what they've been able to do. Again, a scrappy bunch. We know how dominant they were a year ago. Fort Walton, again, nothing to hang your head about. You got to go back to the drawing board on offense.
For sure. Boy, that kick just kept finding holes and gets all the way back to about the 15-yard line, and that's where Fort Walton Beach is going to take over as the Raider defense comes back out onto the field. So we've got we've not yet figured out our player of the game. It's going to be somebody who plays for Navarre. I think, Jeff, we've narrowed it down to a couple of folks, though. We know we've talked a whole lot tonight about two specific guys. Chris DeCourt has been awesome, and then, of course, Terrence Marshall with 2 touchdowns and just super great tonight. So I think it may come down to one of those two.
Well, Derek Percival's also played a big role.
You're right.
You look at Kyle Chambers, and how about Hunter Feaster, by the way? Throws the big interception.
Yep.
He comes back, collects himself, and throws a touchdown. So
sounds like you've got all kinds of candidates.
I'm just, you know what? I'm just going to spin the roulette wheel here.
I love it. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
In some trouble, but what an arm once again. Boy, we've seen it all night. It's TJ Seuli who just really knows how to unleash that ball. He's been in trouble, Jeff. We kept thinking he's getting sacked, and he continues to find a way out of trouble.
The young man has talent, but again, they've got to get on the same page. He's had open receivers, and he's missed thrown things. And then you look at that play right there, the young man didn't run to the right spot, even though maybe that wasn't necessarily the design play. But this team has potential. But again, potential gets you nowhere. You got to start winning some ball games.
2nd down now. Nice
Great
play
pass.
there, sure was. Oh, and a great run, too. Wow, look at that. Huge play.
There's our other guy right there,
Yes.
number 3, Parker Hill.
Parker Hill, what a night he's had as well. And that's a big first down, a big play with 4:07 to go. And Fort Walton Beach will take it. That's a 28-yard play from scrimmage. I think their biggest of the night as you get a look at the replay here. Just, wow. Parker Hill got all sorts of moves. Sayuli wants to unload it again. He's on the run again.
What a great block.
Oh,
no.
Oh, jeez. I swear, Jeff, he still wanted to unload that thing at the last second. It's like he's going to throw this thing.
God,
this
speaking
time.
of unloading, boy, the offensive line, I did not get his number right there, laying the wood to the defensive player. Let's check it out. Oh, we didn't see it.
There have been
the
very
fumble right there.
few times tonight that the Navarre D was able to catch Sayuli. That time they were.
Boy, Sayuli's got to get some stickum on them hands or something.
Yeah.
Watch
There
his
he
block.
is.
Watch his block coming up. Bow!
Oh, yeah,
right
that's well
there.
done.
Oh, man, that one hurts the old thighs. Goodness gracious. Ooh, made my knee quiver a little bit.
All right, second down and near 20 after the big loss there. Sayuli's going to throw it deep.
Uh-oh.
Way underthrown. And Ethan Davis tried his best to come over the top. Saying he got the pick there. That's number 6, Austin Wright, saying, I caught that thing.
Yeah, that's a good acting job by the young man.
I don't
He
think
didn't
so.
sell it good enough.
Third down and 19.
There's
Check out
another look.
Here you go. You be the judge at home.
Nah,
Yeah, I don't think you're going to sell that one, young
No.
man.
So I got it.
Look, he even pulled it from his
Why not?
legs.
I love it. Why not? Go for it.
Oh, man.
2:50 to play here. Third down now and 20. Looks like we may have ourselves a timeout on the field. Yes, indeed. I think we do.
Coach Walls, nope, for Walton. Walton will call the timeout.
All right, so Jeff, we have our player of the game. We have some candidates, 3, 4, 5 of them. What about our play of the game? You got anything? I mean, you know, obviously there's a kickoff return for a touchdown. That's incredibly exciting. I think that's got to be at the top of the list right now. But we've seen a few other big plays.
Couple touchdown passes as well.
That's exactly right. You know, something we mentioned earlier, and we will give another shout out to. Something we're doing with Wendy's this year is the Giant of the Week. So, Jeff, what do you think the Giant of the Week is? Now, you say, Christian, I don't know. Tell me.
Oh, Christian, I don't know. Yeah, let me know what it is.
Well, that's not what you were supposed to say, but okay. Want to be this week Wendy's Giant of the Week? Well, all right. Can we cut his mic, please? If you're a junior or a senior who plays on the football team from Escambia, Okaloosa, Santa Rosa County High Schools, you can win. Just go to WFGXTV.com for details, and we've got a goodie bag for the winner each week. It's the Wendy's Giant of the Week. On third down and 20, over the top, had a man open, but overthrew him, and it's going to be fourth and very long once again.
So wait a minute.
Yeah.
This goodie bag.
Yeah.
What do we got? Is it just a surprise?
You know, prizes include a headphone set.
Ooh.
Yeah. A water bottle.
Okay.
Mini helmet.
What?
$25 Wendy's gift card. Hello, hello. That'll go a long way. Prize value, by the way, oh, I don't know, $216.75 simoles. Sound pretty good?
Well, no, because I can't win it.
Why not? Because you're doing this?
Yeah, because I don't play in high school anymore.
That's true.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh!
Man, good effort there. Sayuli knows how to handle those bad snaps. Gets the punt off. So, Jeff, why punt there? I mean, it's 4th and 20, so I get it, but, you might as well just work on the offense. You're not going to win the game. I mean, maybe you're working on punting.
I don't know. I mean, there's
That's
no
a dynamite drop in, Monty.
There's no
Thanks,
right
Jeff.
or wrong thing to do there. I mean, punting it away, you've got 4th and forever. Your offense hasn't been able to really do anything. I believe they've completed 1 or 2 passes, just about. It's just like, hey, look, we're good, waving the white flag. Let's move on.
You remind me of Davenport from Vacation. I don't know, sir. Thank you. It's well done, Davenport. That's a 1983 reference. I'm sure you don't get it. Moving on.
No, I don't. just going to nod and move along.
You've heard of vacation. Jack Canavan in the headphones. He gets
Jack
it.
knows.
1st and 10. What is going on with these handoffs? They've got to work on that, Jeff. I mean, it just, again and again, looks awkward.
If you're a Navarre Raider fan, look for Christian Garman in your film room coming up tomorrow.
I might swing by and give a few thoughts.
I'm sure they'll have some thoughts for you, too.
I think you're right about that. That implies I'd get in. Second down and 7. Although, look, I mean, it is something they need to work on because it's looked bizarre and awkward a few times. They're going to get the win tonight, but that's kind of thing you got to clean up. As the clock continues to roll now, down to 1:55. Play clock all the way down to 2, so Navarre milking every bit of it. Nice run here. Another big play there, and that's Christian Caballero.
How about next week? Big game next week for us. Booker T. Washington at PHS, Pensacola High School. We will be at Pensacola High School. Boy, that's one of the oldest rivalries around.
Cool.
Always fun. Going to be a great game right there. That'll be at 7 o'clock. And tune in.
Looking forward to that.
The Mayor's Trophy
that's right.
is what we were told.
Yeah, the Mayor's Trophy for that big game every year. So that'll be exciting. Hope you can join us then. And don't forget tonight, 11 o'clock on Channel 3, it's Prep Football Final hosted by the great Dan Shugart. He's going to show you all the action from up and down the Gulf Coast. So many games. Football is back, and it's a great show. Great chance to see what happened.
Uh-oh.
1st and 10. Ball hits the ground there, but looks like they got it back here with under a minute to go. And, again, it's really just a run-out-the-clock situation, quite literally at this point.
Well, for Fort Walton Beach, we've talked about it. I think, personally, the defense for Fort Walton Beach has nothing to be ashamed of. They battled and battled and battled, but they got no help from the offense.
Literally no points.
I mean, you know, for Coach Petrie, you got to be okay with that. I know there's some things they got to work on. Offensively for Fort Walton Beach, you got to figure it out. You've got the talent out there. We've seen Saoli and guys have some open opportunities, but they missed them. For Navarre, Coach Walls, you know he expects perfection. He did not get perfection tonight. They got a lot to work on, but he's got to be proud with being able to come out of game 1 with a win.
And this will be the last play of the game. Navarre downs it. That'll do. And Navarre is going to get the win and move to 1-0 as Fort Walton Beach will take the loss, moving to 0-1. And in just a couple of seconds, week 1 of high school football, at least as far as Friday Night Rivals is concerned, is in the books as the game is now officially over. Congrats to Navarre. They get the win here on their home field, now 1-0. Players will shake hands. We've still got a player of the game to announce, a play of the game, and of course the presentation of our trophy. So stay tuned. A little more excitement to come when we come back right here on Friday Night Rivals.
You're watching Hill Kelly Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Friday Night Rivals, presented by Wendy's.
We are back live, and Navarre had a very good night as they get the win. As you can see, they get the big win, 28-6. Really kind of open things up here in the second half. As promised before the break, we've still got to give you some highlights. So, Jeff, what are we talking about? What are we looking at tonight?
A lot of Navarre Raiders.
That is
a lot of Navarre Raiders tonight.
That is true. Let's go ahead and take a look at our play of the game. No surprise, this is how the second half started. Terrence Marshall fields the kickoff at the 3, found nothing but green grass and big holes, took it to the house, and Jeff, that really was, I think, the moment where the game changed.
That was it. I mean, that was when this offense came out and they were sparked. The Navarre Raiders were sparked after a sluggish first half. And how about the player of the game? Look at this. Look familiar? Yeah, same guy, Terrence Marshall. Well-deserved, young man.
Yep.
Have yourself a night. My goodness, the young sophomore right there. A lot to be proud of.
Got himself the play of the game and also the player of the game, not just because of that tremendous kickoff return, but also the touchdown later in the game. So that's well done, and we are, of course, still have a trophy presentation to take care of. Looks like the Navarre Raiders are starting to gather here. See if we can get Coach Walls on the headphones, and I think that he is now. Coach Walls, you with us?
Yes.
Well, first of all, Coach, congratulations there. That's
Thank you.
Big win. And, you know, the first half, this thing was close. You guys at one point were trailing 6-0.
Yeah.
What changed there in the second half? You opened it up.
Well, you know, the biggest thing to open the second half was the touchdown, the return, or kickoff return. I thought, you know, that was a really big play that we really talked about, a big game changer. And then really the whole game, our defense played outstanding. You know, we did not give up a score defensively. Offensively, I thought that we executed well at times. You know, a turnover hurt us, but pretty good effort by our guys tonight. We're certainly excited about winning at home and winning on TV. We always love being on TV.
Coach, I know that you are, and you mentioned the turning point there was Terrence Marshall's return of that kickoff to start things in the third quarter. By the way, that was our play of the game, which is probably no surprise. So, Coach, it's week number 1. I know you can work as hard as you can during practice, but it's not the same as a game. What'd you find out about your team tonight actually playing against another team?
Well, you know, I thought that we played for 4 quarters. And I think that, you know, condition-wise, we still got a lot of work to do. But I felt like we didn't run out of gas tonight, so we had to keep working hard and be able to play 4 quarters. You know, and we made plays on all 3 phases, so certainly proud of that.
Coach, no doubt. One other question for you before the big trophy presentation. You were rotating quarterbacks a little bit there. Of course, Kyle Chambers was playing, but Hunter Pfister got out there as well. Is that something you plan on doing much this season, or was there a specific reason for that tonight?
Well, I thought last week they both played well, and they both, you know, bring a lot to the table. And so we're going to play both of them. It'll just maybe vary week to week. But as of right now, we look at playing both of them.
Well, it surely worked out, Coach, as you guys got the big win tonight. Congratulations, and we seem to do this every year. Time to give you guys a trophy. It's the Friday Night Rivals winners of the big trophy, the Navarre Raiders. Congratulations, Coach. Yes, sir.
Does he?
Yeah, Raiders.
Does he ever lose on TV? I don't think he's ever lost.
They are incredible. Everything about this program and this place is class, and we appreciate it very much. So congratulations to Coach Jay Walls and the Navarre Raiders. Jeff, it was our first game of the season, as you said. Big rivalry next week.
Yep, Washington and PHS. It's going to be a fun one right there. Battle for the Governor's Cup.
That should be fun. And don't forget tonight, folks, you've got Dan Shugart and Prep Football Final. That's tonight at 11 o'clock, so that's 54 minutes from right now. You'll probably see some highlights from this game, but you're going to see highlights from games up and down the Gulf Coast. It's such a great show, and I know that we're all going to try and get home to see it. This has been Friday Night Rivals. Week number 1 is in the books. We're so glad you stuck with us. We appreciate it very much. We'll see you again next week, moving over to Escambia County. And remember, Escambia County games start at 7, Santa Rosa County games at 7:30. So the broadcast next week will start at 7 o'clock. We sure appreciate your time tonight. Congratulations again to the Navarre Raiders, getting out of here with a victory on week 1 against Fort Walton Beach. Final score, 28-6.